Welcome to another episode of Good Dad Bad Son. Got a dope episode planned for you guys tonight. Y'all know how we do. We go local, we go worldwide. Got some special guests pulling up on us. You already know what we came to do, so we want to hear from you in the chat. All your comments, all your questions, anything you got for us, we'll spit it in there. We'll try to get it up on the video for you. BJ, what you got going on, man?
Slow motion, man. Trying to get back to work. I'm ready to go back to work. Straight up.
You getting to it after the show tonight?
Nah, you know my own truck in the shop.
Yeah. When they gonna have you ready?
Man, ain't no telling. That transmission ain't no joke. And then it was another problem they want to fix before they even get to the transmission.
Right. Hopefully that fix both problems though.
For real. Or at least make the other problem, the transmission, a little better.
Right.
To work on. But I took it to the good old redneck white boys, man. They gonna get me right.
Gonna get you together.
Mm-hmm.
Want you to keep coming back, right?
They gonna get me right. They take pride in their work, man.
Understood.
They take pride in their work, man. Other than that, man, slow motion. Oh, I went to court today.
It's over with?
Nah, not yet. It would have been, but I violated. It would have been, yeah.
Okay.
So from the violation, they keeping me on 2 more months.
It's a couple extra dollars.
Yep.
That's all.
They took me off the breathing joint though.
Okay.
The backtrack.
Okay.
They took me off that, so at least I ain't got to blowing that shit.
So you got 2 more visits, basically.
More. Yeah. And they put me back on once a month.
Okay.
They had me on every week.
Oh wow. Okay.
Every Monday. That was in the way too.
Yeah.
That was in the way. Other than that, man, pretty good. Okay. I lost the joint. I lost it yesterday. I lost it, man. Between Sam's Club and the bank or something.
No.
You lost
gotta pay for it?
$100. Nigga just laughing. All you can do is just laugh. $100.
Well, there's always something.
I blew in it. I know I ain't just, you know what I mean? I blew in it. I remember blowing it around like 2 o'clock yesterday.
Uh-huh.
It went off. I was at the QT. Then that's the last time I saw it. It was like 4 o'clock. It was going off again. Couldn't find it.
Okay.
Word up. What up, though?
What's
What
up,
Jazzo? What up, Terica?
Hello.
Hi.
What's up? As y'all don't know, of course, we got the homegirls pulling up. The wedding organizers. I keep saying wedding planners. I got to get that out my head, man. It's the movie.
Please
But
get it out your head.
yeah, wedding organizers.
You gotta
man.
educate us, cause I think he ain't gonna be the only one getting confused.
I keep up and saying it all day. What's up though? How y'all feeling?
We good. We got one more. She said she don't see anything.
She probably in the back. Will will get her right. Will a part-time engineer, man. I'm gonna turn him into a software engineer. He'll get her right.
Get my plan B together.
Yeah.
In case the school thing don't work out.
What up though? How your day was?
Good. No.
How your day was? Anything new? Anything interesting? No? Nothing? Same old,
Not
same
oh
old?
well.
Yo, so
No,
when y'all next well, first of all, how y'all start this? Where did the idea come from?
Terry.
Terry?
You can't hear her.
Unmute.
There you go.
She unmuted it.
She might have to go out and come back in. Where the mute button on that joint, Will?
She was clicking it, but she was should have been live.
We'll wait for her to come back.
Yeah.
What up, Jazzo?
What's up?
When y'all next event?
Well, we had 2 this past weekend.
Y'all did 2 in one weekend?
2 in one weekend. We had
That's
one
normal.
Thursday and 2 on Saturday.
Shit, I'm gonna have to. Y'all need a runner? I carry some plates and some cups or something, man.
Oh no. We don't do that. They hire people for that.
2 in one weekend, y'all getting some bread. Y'all getting some chicken out there. I bring the supplies. I carry the supplies and all that.
Well, yeah, we needed you Saturday then.
Word up. So y'all had two in one weekend. Where was that?
hmm kind of don't.
All right.
Okay,
Can
give
y'all
us
hear
Say
me
the.
that.
now?
Yeah, we hear you
Yeah.
loud and
now.
clear.
Okay,
You sound
perfect.
good too.
Thank
So,
you.
so I mean, all right. So, damn, it was a secretive wedding.
No. I could
Oh,
tell you, I had one at Ray's.
the club.
No, Ray's.
Raise,
Ray's on
raise
the
on the roof,
river.
on the river.
Ray's on the
Oh,
river
okay,
over
okay,
there, Smyrna, Vinings area.
okay. That sound dope.
Over there, it was good. The food was delicious.
Uh oh.
The
Um,
food was great.
ain't that part of y'all curriculum? Y'all not in charge of that?
What the food?
Yeah, like y'all don't. That's on them.
Hmm
That's on the people getting married. Okay. So oh Terry, we was asking like where y'all came up with the idea. Got an echo, Will. I think it's gone.
It's not.
It's gone. Where y'all came up
Oh.
with the idea, the name? What got y'all started in this? Cause this seemed like some hard work for real. For I couldn't do it.
Basically, it stemmed from. I mean, I got married in 2020. Dad got married in 2020. It basically was based off of my personal experience for my wedding day. So after my wedding day, I was like, I want to help, more couples with weddings. So that's what
What's
I
up? What's
did.
up? What's up?
Welcome.
So I
Hey,
just stepped out on faith and I booked my first wedding and it's just been up from there. And then I started booking and booking and booking. And I was like, I need more help. At first, I had my husband helping me, I had my best friend helping me. And I knew it wasn't something that they actually wanted to do. So I was like, I needed to start building a team. So Asha reached out to me to actually do her wedding. And she had everything planned to the T. So I was like, yeah, you don't need me. And then she came from like corporate planning. So she was like, well, let me ask you this. I want to get into weddings. So, after I get married, is it okay if I kind of shadow you or something like that? And I was still trying to build my team. So I said, yeah, of course. I never thought I'd hear from her again. And I did right after she got married. I heard from her in February. She did her first wedding in March with me. And at first it was just us two. So we kind of opened it up to people. Jazz told me she was interested, and I knew Jazz from actually working together. So I already knew how she worked, and she was a hard worker. She came on, and we just went from there. And and I just call it the best day forever because it's something that we want people to remember that it is. It's going to be their best day forever.
legit.
That's dope. I like that.
Yeah,
I
that's
like that. And it made sense.
right.
Yep.
For her own wedding experience, she came up with the idea. That makes sense. That's dope. That's what I was gonna ask y'all too. So is everyone married?
Yes,
Yes.
we
Man, how y'all do that?
are.
How y'all trick the women? No,
Lord.
I was just playing. But that's dope too, because I was thinking that I'm like, it's sort of I guess it's what's up, Noah? It's sort of like
Hi.
it's sort of like I guess like if I was to start working out or want a personal trainer, I wouldn't want my personal trainer to be bad body. You know what I'm saying? So I guess if
Right.
people is looking for a wedding organizers, I guess do they need you to be married? Do I mean
No,
No,
I guess it looks better.
it's good experience. I mean,
Yeah.
we have experience. I think we all plan our own weddings, and so
hmm
Oh,
since
so
we
y'all
know,
did y'all own weddings?
yes, we did.
hmm
Smart.
Yeah.
Smart,
Right,
smart girls.
worked out. I mean, we got the experience. We can help, those who never had a wedding before, tell them do's and don'ts,
Yeah,
and give them a little advice here and there. We create relationships. Yeah,
yeah.
So is this the full time for everyone, or y'all still have y'all day jobs?
day job,
day job.
That's right.
Okay.
side
That's right.
fun hustle.
That's the plan, though, to be full time eventually.
It is.
Basically, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Is people getting married that much though, Will?
Oh, even during COVID, it never stopped.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I would
During
You
say
got
we
that
COVID?
right.
Yeah, I would say like during COVID, after COVID, I mean, people were getting married back to back. We were pushing out at least 20 to 35 weddings from 2020 to probably 2023. I mean, every
Uh-huh.
year,
Yeah,
and that's a lot of weddings to be pushing out
Yeah.
during the year. This
in a
year has
year.
kind of been slow, and I've talked to multiple people in the industry, in the wedding industry, and everyone has said the same thing. So it's kind of slowed down. But yeah, COVID,
Everything slowed down. Don't worry, everything
Yeah,
everybody was
slowed down.
crazy.
For everybody.
For
Yeah.
real.
you know what?
For real. That's dope. What about tell me some of y'all wild experiences, man. Everybody anybody ever wedding got called off during the wedding or
Oh,
Oh, wait, let me think
or
about
mistresses
that.
popped up or
no, but we
what?
did
June,
have two
June,
weddings
June.
the same exact day. Both got called off.
Come on,
Yep.
man.
For unreconcilable differences.
What was it? One the night before and one the day of.
The day
Yeah, yep.
That's
June.
Yeah,
crazy.
both of them. And we was like that week we're not doing weddings. We just call it the bad
First,
luck week. So we're
first.
not doing weddings that week.
What week was that? So y'all gonna take that into every year now? Don't do no weddings that
Mm,
week.
Yeah, we'll
you know
see.
what? I don't think we've done weddings neither since
No,
then,
we
that
haven't.
week.
yeah, we
Yeah.
haven't.
It's like the end of June.
End of June. It's that yeah,
Yeah.
that week.
It's the end of June. We know. Mm-mm.
I'm getting flashbacks.
Mm. So
That was crazy.
so um
Oh, we got more, and you just let us know. We've
yeah,
got more.
tell me. I'm interested. I ain't never getting married, but I'm interested. I'm
Wait,
interested in
which
just the
one?
story.
What?
Which one we was talking
I
about?
would say Jazz got to talk about. I think
Which
hers
one?
is like the most craziest
Okay,
one.
so
Um,
yeah, so
Like,
I have two horrible weddings, I can say. I would say my number one horror wedding was at Botanical Gardens. And it wasn't the staff or anything, it was actually the bride people. We were there to actually just decorate the venue, which is easy, something easy peasy. And y'all know living here in Georgia, you know you gotta leave 3 hours before you're supposed to get there on a Friday to come downtown. Everybody knows that.
Thursday night.
Hello. So we get there. I think me and my partner Dimitri, we because me and him was doing a wedding together, and we were there probably like an hour before we needed to be there. And we just sitting in the car chilling. You know, the bride calls like, "Hey, are you here?" We was like, "Yeah, we're just waiting on the U-Haul." You know, she's like, "Oh, he'll be here in a minute." Y'all, he showed up almost 2 hours late,
Wow.
which held the wedding. You know, put the wedding behind. They ran out of things, and then we end up getting blamed for it.
Of course.
But I'm like, we got blamed for something we can't control, which is
mm,
crazy. And
mm.
whatever. That was just a. I could go on about that one, but we ain't gonna do
Make sure
that.
y'all post some questions in the chat too, cause they time is limited. They got stuff to do. They ain't got all night with us. Um,
And then my
go ahead.
second wedding,
Hmm.
Lord, it's always me and Dimitri. Me and Dimitri, we did another wedding out,
Dimitri might
and
be bad luck.
Dimitri,
I'm
you
just
Don't
got
let
playing.
him
you
hear
got
that.
I'm just
Don't let
playing.
nah,
I'm just
nah.
playing.
oh no.
We call this the fight night wedding because they got brawling
They
at the
started
end of the
fighting.
night. What did they?
Come on, man.
We
yo,
had to
that's
bleed
wild.
security guards. Yes.
Who was
Tell
fighting
them
though?
who got the
The
fighting.
bridesmaids.
Each other?
Each other?
Yes. Hmm.
Everybody don't
Yo,
get along. Everybody
Some
don't.
As
nigga shit.
Dimitri say, the girls start to twirling.
Some nigga shit.
and they
they
dresses and
they
makeup and everything, or it's before they got dressed?
no, this was they had changed by then.
Oh,
They
it was
had
after.
already changed. Yeah.
Okay.
So it was like after the reception and everything, but yeah.
Y'all, y'all, that, y'all give me some good experiences, man.
Oh
Oh,
wait, they
Give me
got
two.
some too.
The,
the one I think one of the best weddings we had was the one we had at Summer Hour wedding venue. That's our favorite couple. They were the best people to work with. We actually felt super close to them.
that's
They
what's
had
up.
the best live band ever. And like
Do you remember the name of the live band?
I can pull it up in a minute.
I like
Let
live
me
band.
see. It
Yeah,
was
Oh yeah, they were great.
I can pull it up
That's
and
what.
while everybody else talking, but they were amazing. It was like a 12, maybe like a 15-person band. It was big.
Oh wow,
Damn.
Yes,
yeah,
and
it
they
that's a
were,
was
damn
amazing.
orchestra.
Word.
oh yeah, they
They
put
had the dancers,
That's a
backup singers.
symphony.
Yes, they did
DJ,
great.
keyboard, everything. They did like outfit changes and
The
everything.
main
Oh yeah, they.
attraction.
Main
The
attraction, yes, thank
Oh,
you.
okay, main attraction. I never heard of them, but that's a nice name.
Yeah.
I like
Yes,
that main
but they
Yeah.
attraction.
just
Okay.
flawless wedding. The everything was beautiful, went perfect. Wedding,
Black couple.
yeah.
Black
Um,
couple.
No.
no.
White couple.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Okay.
Yes, but they were the best. Honestly, they were like checking on us. We supposed to be checking on, we were checking on them, but they were checking on us. And you don't get that
They
often.
invited us to they
Look,
invited us to like the rehearsal
come on,
dinner. I
man.
mean,
Yeah,
we had a full week with them.
Yeah.
it was a full
All
Yeah,
their
week.
we
wedding
did.
events
Full
we
week.
went
Come
to.
on, man. See?
Yeah. You don't get
Mhm.
couples like that often now, so you cherish
You
those
don't.
moments. And now
Yeah.
we follow each other on social media, like each other personal page and stuff. So it's great,
Hmm.
great relationship.
Shout out to them that family, man. They wasn't fighting and shit, man. Like
No.
the others.
Yeah,
Man.
Like they
exactly.
wasn't 2 hours late like the others.
Ain't it
I
Right.
know.
sad? Certain stories you hear, you already know who it
Yeah, I didn't even
is.
ask. That's why I didn't
Yeah.
ask. I didn't even ask. I already knew who it was.
Usual suspects.
For real, I didn't even
Usual
have to ask,
suspects.
bro. Um,
Hold on, real quick. Yo, so marriage and weddings is usually a religious thing. So do you guys have to be versed in like many different religions?
We don't have to be, but it's just good to have that experience. We've done multicultural weddings before. Oh, sorry, I don't know why feedback. Um, but it's just good to know what other cultures do. It makes you very versatile. I think that's one of the best things to do. People look at you like you have different expertise in the different things. So it's good. It's good.
Okay.
But you don't
so
have to.
y'all 5 years in now.
Yes,
Yep.
sir.
That's what's up. That's what's up. Damn, I forgot what I was about to ask
My fault.
them. Any more good stories?
I mean, we've got quite a
Yeah,
few.
we got quite a few.
It's just
I'll
like
say.
So do each of you have your own specialty and y'all just form together like Voltron or
yes.
Yes.
okay.
Yes. For sure.
So
That's
take
that's that's what make,
Tron.
take turns, tell me what y'all do.
that's what make it work.
Yeah.
I mean, how does this? I'm a logistics brain. I'm always about the flow, crowd control, where everything goes, how it flows within the wedding, communication, and timeline, stuff like that. So that's my expertise.
Okay.
Mhm.
We gonna get y'all doing some celebrity wedding soon. Real talk.
Hey, we here for it.
Yeah, we
All
gonna
right.
speak that into existence,
Harry,
man.
Jazz, y'all, they're the creative brains. We can really do
Yeah.
I'm more of
Yeah.
the creative, more of the
Creative.
executor. Like I
Hmm.
just
Yep.
like to execute. I think that's what I do.
Yeah.
Maybe I can be a little bossy. I know that's
The
what they want to say.
executioner.
I can be a little bossy, but yeah,
I mean,
just
she's the
execute.
boss,
I'm
but
Look,
you
whatever
know,
whatever get the
I'm
job done.
executing Asha's plan. So sometimes
yes.
like I don't see the big she sees the bigger picture. I'm just more of we're here, this is the day, let's get it done. And Asha's more of like, no, it needs to be done at this time. If like they're in makeup, who's gonna be taking pictures? We need to know
Yeah.
what time, who's getting like which girl is getting their makeup done. So
My friend on
Right.
she's a schedule
I'm
queen.
just in
You
the
are right.
moment.
Thanks.
We need that. Yo, so what
And
about
Jazz just kind of goes with the flow. She can kind of
I
Yeah.
go
multitask.
with the flow, but I'm still more the creative side too though.
Yes,
Yeah.
very much so.
Um,
Very much so.
I go with the flow, but I also don't mind being what I say. I'm the mean person, so I'll be like, oh, who, oh, wedding starting. Everybody, hold. Now y'all gotta wait.
Yeah.
Right.
yeah, y'all
Look, you
need
can
that
call me
too.
a mediator too. I'm like, okay, let's
Yes,
figure this
yeah,
out.
because sometimes I don't mean it to be as harsh as it is, but I still want you to get the point. Like
Nah,
we ain't
when you
doing it.
dealing with people, you gotta get to the point, man. Nah, we ain't
And
got time to
definitely
be
like
playing.
adults. I don't like micromanaging adults, and
Yeah.
that's like
Oh yeah.
One of the biggest things. I hate when I have to tell you this, that, like you are not my 5 year old. I should not have to tell you. You should know what you need to be doing.
What about the money, the payments, money issues? Y'all had to chase people down for y'all bread. Y'all had to
Very
beat
little.
somebody up for y'all money for y'all payment.
Very little. I think.
No.
Okay.
Yeah, yeah, but not really, because we got a system that we use for them to
Yeah.
do payment stuff on. So that's how you got to keep them in line. You can't really do that whole cash app situation. So I know some people do. I don't knock it, but you really want stuff to stay in line. You have to have a little system for it.
Asha is the peacemaker for sure.
Yeah, because baby gonna solve everything
Yo,
and make
that's
sure
dope
it
too
don't
that
go
y'all
there.
all married, man. I still can't get over that. That's what's up. Congratulations to all of y'all. That's what's up.
Oh, thank you.
Word up.
Yeah.
That's good. What else you got, Will?
After,
What y'all? Go ahead, Will.
have y'all had after a consultation, have y'all decided not to work with some couples, or y'all just pretty much take on everybody who got the budget?
Oh no,
No,
they don't
We
take on
take
yeah,
everybody.
all the
on.
time.
Yeah, yeah, we
I ain't
don't.
One
mad
at
at
a time.
that.
Know your value, know your worth. Amen.
Okay.
Do you feel like when you meet somebody that's gonna fit the stereotype of like a bridezilla that's just gonna be really picky about everything? You feel like you could tell them in the consultations and just avoid situations like that, or you've come
Yeah.
across?
Yeah.
Immediately.
I
Good question,
figured.
though.
You can tell by the questions, or just kind of how, well, I want to make sure, da, 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 and then like, we got this, and then here's my budget, and then you're like, okay, well, let's go, let's
Yeah.
give you the details.
And a bride, it's usually the bride, it's not the groom, because they're pretty much go with the flow. But a bride that is constantly saying, this has to be perfect. It's like this has to be perfect. Everything is not gonna be perfect, but
Hmm.
we can make sure that we can get it close to as perfect as possible. But it's like when they're already focused on this has to be done or this has to be focused, we're in for trouble.
Mm.
Yes.
Oh yeah, for
And
sure.
I think the hardest thing with letting first time brides kind of understand and know, because they're all super excited about the planning portion of it. Like they ready to get the vendors and the flowers and the dressing and all that. But it's like they're picturing this perfect day. Perfect. And I can tell you now, out of all the weddings we've done, none of them have been perfect. None.
Mm-mm.
You can
It's always
plan.
something.
Yes, you can plan to the T. It's always a pivot. There's always a pivot.
Always.
And I
Very.
think the best thing they need to understand is that pivots are going to happen, but it's how you pivot that matters to keep
Hmm.
things going. So, yeah.
Okay.
Hmm.
Tell us a little bit about your podcast. What's the name of it?
Yeah. What you
Um,
do?
I do two weddings.
Asha said that ain't her specialty there.
No, I'm trying to I don't want to be too much talking, because I can do that. I'm like, let me let her take off
Shit, we
first.
ain't going nowhere. We
But
chilling.
yeah, it's I do two weddings. I do two weddings. Um,
Yes.
so that's something that we've been working on this year that we're gonna release, and it's just basically a podcast about everything weddings. We're gonna talk about our wedding experiences. Um, Hopefully help upcoming couples out.
Yes.
Learning how to pick their vendors and things like that. So we'll have special guests on different vendors to help them, venue owners, things like that, just to kind of help people out and let them know what they're in store for and what not to do.
Yes.
Heavy on the what not to do.
Well, if you could have your dream wedding, unlimited resources, what would it be?
Destination wedding for me.
Another country?
Yeah, another country. Beautiful.
What country?
Ooh, the Maldives. You know, out there, far out
You want
there.
to go out there, close to India?
Yeah, close to India, out there.
You see,
You all right? Oh, yeah. I got that hint, Jazz.
it's something that just happened, so that's why.
What
But
about
no,
you?
I would. That's me. I think it's just
That's
beautiful
dope.
out there.
Yeah, I didn't even think about that. Vacation. What about y'all? What about you, Josh?
Um,
Dream wedding, unlimited resources. These people rich. Celebrity wedding. They just want you to come up with something.
I probably would. I would like to go to Africa.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
I want to go to Africa.
Yeah, I like
And
that.
like with some of the animals in the
Oh
background.
yeah, that'll be dope. Some elephants and stuff.
Yeah, and like the live, like like their culture wise music. I mean, of course,
What's your
ours
budget? What's
too.
your budget for that?
Oh, that's a lot. But you said unlimited, so
Right.
there's no budget.
Black card. Black card.
I'm gonna have to cut your throat, man. I'm gonna take them to Safari, South Carolina, Myrtle Beach Safari
Go swim with the tigers.
with the monkey. I'm gonna take them to South Carolina Safari, Myrtle
Oh,
Beach. We got all the animals over there. Let me get Jazz budget. Let me get half of
that's
that.
a discounted dream. Hold on.
Yo,
Well, that
you can
just
swim
crushed
with
my
the
little
tigers and
dream.
everything. That's what's up, though. What about you, Terry?
I don't know if I'll do destination, but if we're talking unlimited, I would have every type of vendor I could up in there. I mean, beautiful. I mean, I want a castle, like get married in a castle, flowers everywhere. Um, every vendor, like the lady that paints, like she paints the guests
The
and
still
everything.
pictures, yeah.
Yeah, the still pictures. Like I would want that photo booth, DJ live, host, everything. I mean, helicopter send off. One of our couples did that, and I thought that was
Dude.
so dope.
It was bomb.
Well,
It
so
was
what is a
so bomb.
helicopter send? What is that?
So
Oh
at
man, that's actually dope.
at the end of at the end of every wedding, we do a send off, and it's sending the bride and the groom off. So all the guests gather and they send them off. So with this send off, our couple decided to get into a helicopter and fly away, and it was just
Damn,
magic.
I never even thought of that. That's dope.
Really?
It was dope. So I would
Oh,
definitely want to do something like that. Like
dope.
it was so nice.
Yes, it was bomb. And it was
trying
the
to see if
first
I can
venue to
find
that
it.
venue was Swan
It was
Lake.
Oh yeah.
great. Oh my goodness, it overlooked the water. It was so beautiful.
It's so great. And they have real swans there. They have two real resident swans there. Beautiful. Oh,
hmm And
That's dope. We got any questions
where
in
was
the
mine
chat, Will?
at? Mine was at
I'm putting them
Ventanas.
up.
been
Nobody got any questions.
Yeah,
but there's been a lot
Ventanas,
of
that was
comments saying
dope.
congratulations.
We could read some of the comments then.
Gabrielle and D Wade wedding. I'm not familiar with what did they do different.
Oh, I remember some pictures, but
I think theirs was at the castle.
Who had the dress on? Gabrielle or D
Oh,
Wade?
You know what? We are not doing that.
Now
Who had the
that's a
dress
whole
on?
different subject.
We are not doing that.
Who that one?
Be funny.
It said you never thought of that. Go figure. That's because you ain't never getting married.
Smart person. Yeah, I cannot see. Whoever that was. Smart person. Smart person. They paying attention.
Auntie
That's
said y'all make her want to get married again.
I feel like marriage is a beautiful thing, and definitely like us being coordinators, I feel every wedding is not the same, no matter what. Even if they do it traditional, non-traditional, every wedding is different. And to help make their vision come true of course the best day of their life, it's like I don't know, it gives you like butterflies and this warm feeling like, oh my god, like we did this, okay, and they happy, like they love it. I cannot say one wedding, even the bad weddings, they said, oh my God, we thank you so much, whatever, whatever, whatever. Like they always thanked us, they always whatever. And then, we go on about our life. Sometimes we cross paths again, sometimes we don't. But yeah, like I haven't had one that said like, oh my God, this is awful. Like I have not had one.
The wedding with the fight. Did they still get married?
Yeah. This was after. This was
Y'all was
after
able
the
to
ceremony.
Oh, okay. Okay. Oh, they was
Yeah.
drunk. They was drunk.
Oh yes, they
They
was.
was drunk. It was
They
it was
were
fight
drinking.
time.
They were drinking while they were
I
getting
thought it
ready.
was before. Okay.
Oh
It was
no,
fight time.
yeah. The reception and everything was already going on, and it went
Oh,
down.
okay. Yeah, they was drunk.
Yeah.
They was drunk. Noah, when you getting married, Noah? We gonna hook you up.
Not anytime soon, but maybe 5 years, 10 years.
Woo.
5 years?
From 5 to 10.
Oh, where
5 to 10.
at? He's still gonna be around in 5 years?
I don't know about that. I'm gonna make sure of that before I marry him.
Yeah. Yeah, that's dope, man. That's dope. Looking forward to the podcast too, man. We gonna
Yeah,
definitely shout y'all
Yeah, for
out.
sure. For
appreciate
sure.
it.
For
Just
sure.
let
Yes,
me know
Definitely
when y'all when
appreciate it.
y'all when y'all putting it up. Let me know
Of
when y'all putting
course.
it up. Anything else, Will?
we got what we're recording about 2 more episodes because we want to get like a nice bunch ready to go, and then give us about 2 months or so. We might have something released, a sneak peek.
Man,
2 months.
man, y'all that's that Will. You took that out, man. What?
Over exaggerated. It could
Y'all
be like
acting like y'all dropping an album. Put that shit out. Put that shit out, man. Put it
He
out.
just likes
Let it
Just
do
go
scheduling.
what
ahead
it
and put
do.
it out.
Cause it ain't gonna be no perfect episode. Just
you
put it out.
right.
Just
Just
You
like
do
you
it.
right.
tell your
It's
clients.
fine.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
You
Just do
right.
it,
Yeah,
man.
you're
Just
right.
do it. As long as
Yes.
y'all having fun, man. It ain't like work or nothing. You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
Just do it, man.
Who the
And we're
executive
real.
producer
We're
just
real.
holding up the project?
Yeah, we're real organic on it too. We're really real with brides because we really want them like to have the best day forever, legit.
Asha is.
Ah, shit.
Yeah,
Okay.
And what is that?
yeah.
What is that?
He asked who's the executive producer holding up the
Executive.
project.
No, it's not me. I
We
know.
voted you.
It's
We
not me.
voted you. Word it up.
To my, my
It,
We missing one too.
who is that?
y'all missing
Ain't
one?
it? Ain't it for y'all?
I told you, Dimitri, he's
Oh, yeah,
not here.
Dimitri. Yeah,
Oh, okay.
Ah.
Got
he's
you.
one of our other
Yeah.
coordinators.
The
Yeah.
He's
bad luck
actually
one.
watching though. There he is.
The
He's
bad the
not,
bad
he
luck
just
one.
commented.
The bad
He
luck
is
one.
not.
That's him right
He
there.
said
Nah, I'm just
he
playing.
said he said chill out with that bad look.
Nah, yeah. I'm gonna take that off your name. My bad. My
He
bad.
texted me. He was like, "Yeah, don't play with him."
My bad. I'm gonna take that off your name, man. I'm just playing. That's what's up, though. Shit. Anything else? Yeah, it's open, man. What else we got? Anybody else in the chat, man?
Yeah. Any other questions?
Yeah.
Any do's, don'ts?
We here. You know, we gonna
Anything you need
be
to
here for a
know?
minute. We getting into the bullshit in a minute, current events and stuff like that.
Yeah, I heard.
Do y'all have enough material for y'all podcast? Just talking about like weddings and stuff.
Oh, we have a lot that we'll be covering.
Yeah,
I
and
think
then definitely after last week, we have some more.
we
Who
have a
that,
lot
Joe?
more.
Yeah.
Yo,
Yeah.
nephew.
So see, I don't feel bad because I thought my 2-year-old was gonna do that.
Oh nah, man. We rock out. We with whatever.
That's
Do
what's
y'all
up.
plan on
That's
doing
what's
like
up.
education too for like people who want to get in the game that y'all in? Do y'all plan on doing? Do y'all do like business consultations and stuff?
Yeah, we actually did start that. I want to say about 2 years ago with a young lady or two. But we definitely plan to expand that. Kind of doing some educational training and open up anybody who wants to get in, and or sometimes we'll have them like intern with us,
Okay.
do certain like kind of flow with us on different certain weddings so they can see how we move, and then yeah,
Like an externship.
next
Okay.
pretty
No,
much.
for real. No, like I had to do what 2 weddings before I actually like did my own wedding. Like, well, did one by myself or whatever.
Y'all
Yes.
gotta actually like what y'all doing, cause I could never do that. I don't like people.
For sure.
I
Yeah,
don't like
you
people
wouldn't
enough,
advise.
For
man.
You wouldn't
sure.
advise me to.
It's aggravating, man. And then it be on the weekends, right? I'm holding my weekend up for this, man.
Yeah,
To
we
deal with
do
Well,
weekend
aggravating
weddings.
folks.
I mean,
we do
weddings
weekdays,
any
yeah.
day.
Yeah, because
Mm-hmm.
we had one Thursday. Now, remind you, we had
Oh,
one
okay,
last
yeah.
Thursday. Yeah.
Yep.
So they be during the week too. And usually when they during
Yep.
the week, it's usually a small, intimate, quick, fast wedding. You're not even there all day. You're there probably 4 hours max.
That's
Yep.
dope.
True, true, true.
What's the
And then you're
shortest
done.
turnaround y'all had from consultation to execution? Like, it got to be at least 30 days out, or
I mean, we tried it. I've never. I don't remember if we had
I
anything
think
less.
no, the shortest one was the one we did Saturday, Asha.
I
That
was
was two
about
and a
to
half
say
weeks.
that was the beginning of the
That's
month,
crazy.
like
Yeah,
Yeah.
No,
that
that's
is the
That
crazy.
was
short.
like two.
maybe
Yeah. No.
25 days.
Yeah.
wow.
Yeah. She
Do
was
you charge
on.
more if it's like short notice because you have to do the same amount, or do you just do less amount of work, or were you like working a lot on this just one person?
The part that takes the longest with that when it's short would be the timeline because you had to get every detail down. Well,
Mhm.
on our timeline, I can't
Yeah.
say for everybody else. We are very detailed on our timeline, and we from literally from who coming, as in who's in the wedding and what vendors, what y'all eating and what's going on this time, what songs being played. Like that's us. and then we go through it almost every other week until the week of. We go about twice that week of, and then the day before, that's it. No more changes, no nothing.
Y'all got a
Yeah.
potential client here.
Oh,
My man Platinum. Yo, but
What's the
look,
average?
text me, bro, cause I work on that. I'm the new. I'm working on that, bro. Nah, go ahead. He want. That's up to y'all, but he
I
wants to
think
know what's the average cost,
when
wedding
it
cost.
comes to like wedding costs, I feel like there's a couple different tiers because you got
Yeah.
your DIY weddings that don't cost much because they want to do a lot of stuff on their own. Then you got the mid ones where they do a little bit DIY, not a lot, but they hire everybody out. Then you got your third tier where they hire everything out. So if you want to do in between, maybe 40 grand, 30, 40 grand.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's what I was about to say. You
Yeah.
looking at
Cause
What,
about
like 30?
your venue,
yeah,
your
cause
your
venue,
yeah,
Sheesh.
your
venue
venue and
alone
food
starts
alone.
venue. I did a wedding on Saturday, and just for the venue, they paid $20,000
Yep.
with no food, no nothing included.
That's crazy.
Venue
Well, they
only.
got
Mhm.
it.
I
Yeah,
have a wedding I'm about to
They
do
got
in
it.
May, and they got their catering, like the not decor. This is just catering, service, and tablecloths, all of that. 35 grand.
Yo, so y'all gotta come up. Y'all
And the
y'all gotta
venue.
get a contract with. They don't never ask y'all if y'all provide food for like extra bread or something.
Ex- Wait, extra grand.
Like us?
Yeah, like they don't never. Nobody ever asked y'all if y'all
like
do
No,
do you
catering.
so
like partner with caterers?
not no, like we call it a vendor list, which is
Oh,
something that they go through themselves. Just because if we don't know your budget or what you can afford, that's something they have to do on their own.
Got you.
yeah.
Yeah.
So
That
y'all
we
straight with what y'all doing. Y'all not adding nothing else to it, basically.
we responsible
Nah.
for
I
the
mean,
schedule and what we do.
Courthouse it is. Thanks.
no, for real. What y'all used to do the courthouse, Decatur courthouse?
The DeKalb County Courthouse.
DeKalb County Courthouse,
Yeah,
and then
but that was
receptions right
still like a
after.
wedding venue.
That's a
They
venue, yeah.
Yeah, it's a
Yeah.
venue.
Y'all been to any
Yeah.
bachelor parties? No. Is it called bachelor parties for the
Bachelorette.
women? Bachelorette.
Bachelorette
Bachelorette.
party,
Bachelor.
I don't think
Nuh-uh.
not
we
for our
never did
clients.
one. Mm-mm.
No.
Hmm.
No.
Y'all be too busy because that's usually like the night before, right?
Yeah, we ain't got time for
Or
that.
the week before,
The
yeah.
week
We ain't got
before.
time
Yeah,
for that.
we're not even thinking about that.
No, sir.
Okay. Not only that, we probably doing a whole nother event because we don't only just do weddings. That's another thing. Um,
What else y'all do?
we
Oh,
do parties, we do
Yeah.
events, we
Oh,
do
y'all
all
do
kind of
events.
things.
Period.
we do
Hmm.
networking events. We do business openings. We do corporate events. We do book signings. We do you name it. We do it.
That's dope.
But our main thing is we focus on the day of coordinating. But we
BJ gonna need y'all. He got a book coming out.
hey, let us know.
What?
I guess we'll keep throwing it on me. Yeah.
If y'all ever heard his storytelling, y'all be man.
No, I promise you. You be like, oh yeah, go ahead and write it.
I'm
We might gotta
trying.
change the names to protect the innocent, but other,
Man, y'all do it all.
Yeah,
Y'all do it all. That's
Yeah.
dope.
God's blessed.
That's dope.
Yes.
What else you got, Will?
Somebody said they could buy a house with that.
no, this was dope. I'm really anxious to see their podcast come together and to see the roles they each take. If y'all gonna take the same role that y'all take in the business in the podcast, that's gonna be dope to see.
It's pretty obvious.
I think so. Yeah.
Yeah.
Man, I got an accident, y'all. Y'all gotta excuse me for a second.
Okay. No.
Uh,
I'll be right back. Give me 5 minutes. Go ahead, Will.
All right,
yeah, I think so.
Nora, why it's gonna take 5 to 10 years? What's that timeline about?
Um, I've been with my current partner for, I would say, two official years, and he has a complicated life. We have very different lives. I'm younger. He has multiple kids. I have no kids. And I'm not trying to walk into a situation that I'm still discovering things about every day. So once I
Understood.
really feel comfortable, it might take me 5 years because this is a person that has a pretty complicated life. Pretty complicated. Lots of actors.
Do,
Got you.
do you see
A lot of
yourself with
moving
that
parts.
person within
Yeah,
5 years?
I do. I do see myself with him. He just has to get some things in order, and like there's certain stuff that have to happen before I decide to marry somebody that I don't feel like I still fully know even. Like, and yeah,
Somebody said, "Nah, Nora, we making this happen ASAP."
it's scary. Like it's not something I wanna rush into at all.
Yeah,
Lots of
that makes
implications.
sense.
My friend married. I was a bridesmaid last year, and my other friend got married in the same year. And one of them has already gotten a divorce.
Oh Lord.
What?
It was a very tumultuous divorce, which is still ongoing. And like she happened to buy a house during it, and they're like, they literally have been trying to get a divorce for longer than they've been married already.
Oh
Mm.
my gosh.
I just feel like because I've been experienced this bad situation, now I'm like I don't want to rush into it. But before that, I probably would have told you like a year, 2 years. But I
I
definitely
got
want
you.
a wedding, and I want a jet ski or boat send off.
Got you.
That's what
I
I was
got you. I
thinking
got
about when you were talking about the helicopter. I was like, so, I always wanted somewhere by the water. Have you done any beach weddings?
Not beach
you.
weddings yet,
No, no beach
but
weddings. Water.
beautiful lake weddings.
Yeah.
Oh gosh, yes. Beautiful lake
Yes,
weddings.
Lake Lanier, here
Mhm.
in Georgia.
Oh
I
yeah.
know everybody heard the stories of Lake Lanier,
Mhm.
but
Yeah, but
we've done a few weddings
venues,
out
the
there.
venues are
Right, right.
beautiful. Don't get in
Y'all
the water,
survived.
but
Y'all
the venues are
survivors.
beautiful.
So we survivors.
Definitely survivors.
Well, don't mess up. Don't what is it? Raise on the River. There's a
Yeah.
restaurant,
Yeah.
but they have a vet wedding venue, and where they do the ceremony at. Oh my gosh, you think you on a golf course? It's so pretty, so pretty, very pretty.
Jay
Yeah.
John wants y'all to shout out your contact info and social media.
Oh yes.
Okay.
You can follow us on Instagram at Best Day Forever ATL, and also for our podcast, I do two weddings with two O's, TOO weddings on IG. And you can DM us if you want, got some inquiries. We'll take it. We'll talk to them. Hit us up.
Right.
I'll add it in
And
the
we,
episode description as well, so you guys will be able to go there and click it.
Thank you. Appreciate
mhm.
you.
It's no problem.
What about you, Will? You gonna get married one day?
I've,
Or are you
I've been
married?
married since 2010. I
Okay.
wish I would have known y'all because that shit, man.
2010 now.
No, we wasn't
Nah.
planning no wedding, Will. We're not even gonna lie to
we
you. We wasn't planning
yeah,
no
we
wedding.
ain't you wasn't
Not at
playing no
all.
with it, baby. Not
Not in
at all.
It be your
2010.
own people. My aunt called herself doing, you know, pretend she was doing what y'all was doing, and just I was a working stiff back then, so we had a budget and we was making payments every 2 weeks, and then day of this girl ain't bought shit. You understand me? It wasn't no ice, no water. The vendors, I don't know how she got them to show up. You know, she a cute girl, so she probably used her charm and push up bra or something. And so they showed up, but they wasn't doing no fucking work. So this lady walking around asking my guests for money so she could pay the vendors that I paid for months ago.
My
No.
God.
That's
What?
one of our topics though about hiring family and
Ooh.
friends. I feel like if they do not treat you like a client, even though you're family, I'm gonna treat you like a client just because, I want you to feel like you're a client and not a family member or a friend.
I
She
just say
she
no to
she could have been
family,
in
period.
Hollywood.
No family.
That too, because
Yeah.
not only that, family
No,
be some
don't
family
ever.
members want the extra mile, and I'm like, you ain't pay for that, sister
Well,
girl.
they take it for granted though because they think just because of your friend or family member, like if there's a mess up, they gonna leave it messed up. They're not gonna try to fix it. And
Right.
we've
Right.
seen that, where like we got friends, and I know you want to support, but when it comes to weddings, it's probably not the best
It's not
time to
that.
support. That's
Yeah,
you.
like we've had family members that's supposed to be the cooks, and then you sitting in the crowd with the guests. You have work to
No.
do.
No.
That's why I say no
Mm-hmm.
family, no families at all.
No,
It
no
Yes.
was
friends, no
it was
family. I'm
horrible.
sorry.
I think
Unless
it's
they treat you exactly how they would treat a client they never knew before,
Client.
they cannot be a part. I'm
yeah.
sorry.
She was horrible. I think we were supposed to get a room at I want to say the W, one of those 4-star, 5-star hotels downtown Atlanta, and
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
we're leaving the venue. I'm like, yo, where the key at to the room? I'm getting ready to move on. I got you. I got you. I got you. Never get the key. Then she sends me the address to the hotel. I get there. my grandmother, her and my grandmother already in the room. I'm like, this is not sexy. So come to find out, Mama the one swiped her card for us to get the room that night that I paid for 4 months ago.
Oh, so
Lord,
basically she ran off on with y'all money.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh no.
And then
Oh, I
my
hate that.
well, my wife, she was we had just we had just got over the limit for like having food stamps, so she like that was like her last month on food stamps.
oh,
And
Oh yeah.
gave my aunt the card to get the food so for the cook, man. This girl had all type of shit in her house. I known her all my life. She never had no food in her house for past 1 or 2 days. We went over there, before the wedding. This girl got a closet full of shit, cabinets, refrigerator, deep freezer. I was like, she done showed
oh
her
Lord.
ass.
Oh my
It was
gosh.
rough. And I'm real laid back. So I'm looking at my wife like, I fucking told you. So I didn't say it out loud, but she felt the vibes.
You just gave that look like
Yeah, what Biggie say, money and blood don't mix.
it
Yeah,
doesn't.
pretty much, pretty much. Were you involved in any of the planning parts, or you was like, I'm here or whatever?
I was hands off, probably like y'all experienced most
Mostly
men.
understood. I mean, that's
One, I
typical.
probably couldn't even afford it, so
That
I was
is.
working, hustling, and
Oh yeah, yeah.
praying and hoping.
He
That's
said, "Have you ladies did a divorce or freedom party?" So we
Um,
would say the one that canceled on us the day
oh.
of that
They end up
called their
turning
wedding off the day of she because for one she couldn't get her money back of course from the venue or vendors.
Yep.
So she ended up having a big old party at the
Might
venue.
as well.
Yeah,
You were
yeah,
there.
that's the only thing, but no, not
Was
yet.
the,
Maybe
was it just
soon.
the bride and the bride, like the groom wasn't part of the party at all?
Mm-mm.
Nope, not at all. None of his people, nothing.
They did not come.
Yeah.
I guess he wasn't paying for it. She was probably the one that wanted to get
I mean, it was already paid for, so either way, no
and they
matter who
came from
paid
out of
for it,
state.
Yeah, they did.
yeah,
That's
they
right.
were,
it.
I forgot about that. They came from out of
Yeah.
state. Woo, that's hard.
yeah.
Was it your family or your wife's family, and who told her off? It was mom. It was my mom's sister,
Okay.
and my wife's mom got wind of it, and then that's how the shit hit the fan.
Uh-oh. I know that was not a pleasant conversation.
They did a very good job. While we was off taking pictures, the wedding party was off taking pictures. They was next door getting to it. I said,
Oh Lord.
Yeah.
At least they kept it
Hey,
private.
discreet. They
right,
kept it
right,
discreet.
They kept
But
it.
yeah.
hey,
And this was June 26th. So we got a
that's our wedding
150
weekend. We
people.
don't do wedding.
That's a week.
That's the date.
It was no water nowhere. It was
That's the
rough.
date. I'm sorry that date is cursed. I'm sorry.
Ooh.
No, I
Oh
think the
my
date is
God.
actually the 24th, June the
Oh,
24th.
But
you
But
y'all
right.
it's
y'all
You
that
got that
right.
whole
June
You
the
week.
right. You right.
24th.
Yeah, it's a no. It's a
I'm
no.
with
We
you.
don't care who. It's a no.
Just any time around that time, we just gonna put it on hold.
Yeah. After the 20th, mm,
We'll wait till July,
Shut it down to
yeah.
July.
pretty much.
Yes. Basically after the
Do the
4th.
venues charge a premium around that time, around the holidays, or it's just a weekend premium?
I think it's
It's
just a
the
week.
weekend.
Yeah.
Yeah.
On Thursdays, they give you lower prices for busy days. So Thursdays are lower price days, and then Saturday, Sundays higher price. And
Okay,
sometimes it's
okay.
a significant like difference because
Yeah.
it's so high traffic on Saturdays and Sundays.
Mm-hmm.
That's probably what it is. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Kamari said, "Dang, what's up with June?"
Same.
Yeah.
Avoid it at all costs. Amen.
I don't know. That's crazy because my wedding anniversary is June 20th. So
Oh,
I mean
that's
everything on mine went great. I was fine.
So from the
yes.
21st
You're
up,
the exception.
Yeah, the 21st and up, I don't know about them folks.
You're the exception. All went well. Amen.
That's it. I don't know.
But
so
no, it's pretty.
when that first episode gonna drop this week?
I mean, we're doing some editing.
Oh
Yeah,
no.
yeah. So we had a little edit issue with our
Yeah,
last one, and
yeah.
we working with right now. So yeah.
Hmm. But we're gonna
Do
keep
it.
recording. So when it start, we're gonna be popping them out. So
We were recording in the beginning too. It's so much. And I was anti live streaming. BJ like, no, we gotta go live. We gotta go live. I'm like, bro, you can go live. I don't have that storytelling capability like you. I need my shit recorded, edited, perfected. I
yeah,
need
yeah.
music behind me, every damn thing. He don't
But
care.
I
So you
kind of
can,
like the live.
I
yeah,
like it.
I do too,
it's
yeah.
much
Not bad.
easier.
I like the
When we
live
done
the
tonight,
chat.
we're just gonna hit end stream and we going on about our way.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
like it.
I like it though. It's pretty dope because you get, you can have friends and family or those who are inquiring, they can send out questions. I like how this is set up, how the questions pop
It
up,
does at the end of Jelly Strange.
I like it.
Thank you, thank you. It took us a minute to get here. We're getting better every week.
Awesome. Oh, look, somebody agreed with us in the June is strange.
It is. I'm telling you. I don't know what it is. It's something just comes over people, and
Mhm. Now, wedding season, I think we were busy. Our busiest wedding month was October,
the
right?
good 15.
Is that what it is? What is that?
BJ been gone about 15 minutes.
Yeah, he said five.
But
I
we
don't
ain't
know.
gonna hold y'all hostage all night. We appreciate y'all for jumping on. Y'all welcome
Yes.
anytime for sure.
Thank
Thank you for
you.
having
Yeah.
us.
It's been
Anything we can
awesome.
do, just let BJ know, and when we on it.
Mhm.
Appreciate it.
I think
All
we got y'all
right.
one potential client. My guy who asked about the price of the average wedding. He might be heading down
Hit
that
us
road.
up, man.
Yeah,
DM
come
us.
And
come on
me
and
in
be in my.
5 years.
We
Yes.
we do
Hey,
travel. Look,
FaceTime.
look, we do travel now. We have done
Yeah,
weddings
we
outside of
travel.
Georgia. We have. So
Yes.
Y'all cook that into the
yes,
price, right? Y'all flights and hotel
yes,
and
Gotta
yes.
travel
Yeah.
with me. Yeah, gotta
Our
have
hotel stays and everything. Yes, it's all added in
okay.
yes. Like, just make sure you know it is in
there.
there.
What do you say, Asha? To what's your favorite line
What I say?
when you tell them something like your discretion or something?
I have
What
no
do you be
description.
saying?
What I be saying? I don't know what I be
You
saying.
be like, well, I just want you to know that
A
and
disclaimer.
it should just say whatever it is.
I give disclaimer
Like,
that just so you
there you
understand.
go. Yeah, just a disclaimer. That's what it
Just a
is.
disclaimer
Just a disclaimer.
for full
Um,
transparency. We want to make
yes,
sure.
X, Y, Z. We just want you to know so you don't be surprised.
Hello, and I'm gonna email that to you real quick.
Hmm.
Nice.
No, I'm a lawyer. We use those words a lot. That's what you should be saying.
Hey,
A
good
Humor
to
lot.
is
know.
an excellent word.
Good
A
to
lot.
know.
Yes.
Did y'all
Yes.
want to share anything else with the crowd before y'all get out with our audience before y'all get out of here, or y'all pretty much told us
Um,
everything?
follow us. Yeah,
Yeah.
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 follow us.
Follow us.
Yeah.
If you
If you
know
want
somebody
to,
that's getting married, contact us.
Have an
please.
event coming up.
Yes.
Contact us.
Do
Yeah, I think that's dope. The other events too, because not everybody is. Some people not getting married for 5 to 10 years.
it.
We
I'm gonna
can't
plan
wait
my
that
friend's
long to
divorce
party
party
now.
there.
Right. I mean, we
We'll
do
be
baby
here.
showers. We do,
We do. We've
you
done some
know,
baby
Yeah, it's always
showers.
baby showers. That's one thing that there's a good supply of in America.
that never
Yeah.
stops.
Everybody always got a baby shower.
Never stops.
That's a fact.
I've been to like 10 and I've been here like 3 years.
Oh
Oh
my God.
wow.
That's what's up.
It was
All right.
great to see you. Thank you for joining.
Thank
Thank
you.
you
Thank
Thank you
you.
guys.
for having us.
All right, we'll talk to y'all soon.
All right. Take
Bye.
care.
Alrighty.
Bye.
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 Kurt, why you ain't say nothing? I didn't even see you on there.
And I've been saying something. You hear me backstage. You ain't want me to holler at the lady. I
Why
Oh
might
don't
mess
you
up your.
shit.
do her backstage? You've been doing this.
You
Kurt
got to
gotta
get
wait
my number,
backstage for
Kurt. You
30
probably been
minutes.
texting BJ.
BJ
And,
been gone. He's just a mess. This is
and
the
then
second
why
time.
you changed it back to the original site?
Yeah, I don't know what happened last week with the different room. It was weird to us too. We didn't
All over
even
the.
recognize it.
I've been trying to get in on the other site since 8.
Oh no. He
He
ain't sent it to you?
just said we going on tonight at 8.
Okay.
Yeah, then BJ got a little situation.
He said he'd be back in 5 minutes, 20 minutes ago.
Then, when I did get on, I seen you talking to the ladies. I was like, what? They having a ladies' night
Every
That's why
night
they
is ladies'
keeping you
night, bro.
backstage.
backstage. Oh, we don't let that old motherfucker on the stage.
Oh my God, I ain't see you.
Sure, you gotta get the right numbers. BJ's number is not the right one.
Right.
I've been
I'll
there
send
for
it to
like,
you, Kurt.
How y'all doing today?
Yeah, man, we living, man.
we're good.
What happened to BJ?
He had to take a phone call. He up front.
Joseph, come here, come here.
I want to give a shout out to my kid's grandmother. She passed away today.
Oh, sorry to
Oh,
hear
I'm
that.
sorry. Maybe she rests in peace.
I'll be in Georgia about sometime next week.
Okay.
I got to go to her funeral.
Where's she? Where's she? She not in Louisiana?
Mm-mm.
I mean
Atlanta,
St. Louis.
Atlanta.
Oh, she's not here. Okay.
Yeah.
You know, my ex was from Brooklyn. I remember down in Atlanta back in '97.
Okay. Nora, what you been up to? You sent what topics you had sent BJ for tonight?
I didn't even send them, but I have like 5 topics. Right now, I've been waiting for Omar to come watch his kid during the podcast because he's been tugging at my foot and dragging me off the couch the whole time I've been talking. And I keep muting every time he starts screaming while the girls are talking.
Oh my God.
Joseph is in a mood today. And Omar's been in traffic for 3 hours, allegedly.
Allegedly.
But
That's
anyway,
that lawyer talk. Allegedly.
um, um, here's my topics.
Hey, so if Donald Trump run a third term, shouldn't Obama be able to run for a third term against him?
I guess we're gonna see what his loophole is. He still hasn't declared how he's gonna do that. He just
If he go through that loophole, then Obama should follow him right through.
Obama don't seem like he got that spirit in him
He
anymore
ain't
though. He seems
interested.
to be Obama seems to be tired of that whole life. He
Yeah.
looks a lot happier now than he did when he was in office. His hair was going white.
I'm
Like
about to
he did
say he
not look
looked like he
good.
got his youth back a little bit.
Yeah, and he looked good. But when he started the presidency, Obama looked good. Like that presidency really wore him out. He's not going back
Four,
on.
what,
Only
three,
that,
4 years in, he aged like 20 years.
Yeah,
all that partisan politicking.
yeah.
Instead of trying to work together, all of a sudden there was a black man in there. They was like, oh, the niggas is taking over.
Yeah.
It's a
Trump
rough
will never
job. No
stop.
matter what decision you make is wrong to somebody. You can't win. You can't win for
Yeah,
losing.
you
So
really can't win.
Right.
Trump will never stop. Like he's so driven by his ego and his desire to like he's one of those people where if he was born in another country, he would have been like in a history book by now. Like on his he's like driven by that. Obama doesn't have that shit. He just wanted to be a president and
that's
didn't
it.
seem like a
He
job.
want to he want to be an emperor, a
Yeah,
king.
exactly. Yeah.
He working on it.
Have you seen Eric Adams?
Boy, he really. I mean, dude, he really trying hard. He always talk about how the DOJ is politicized. He going after anybody, including judges with his DOJ. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Yeah, y'all said I believe the president is really Elon Musk. Absolutely.
I was reading an article about it today, and the New York Times had an article about how they think that Trump is just going to use Elon Musk for a few years to make him kind of whenever he like fucks up or something doesn't go as planned, Elon Musk is kind of being put in like given certain responsibilities so that it's off of Trump in a sense. And they were kind of just predicting like how long is Elon Musk gonna be more useful than harmful because he's also unpredictable and like crazy in his own way.
They're
So
gonna
it's like how
clash
long
eventually.
like how long can Trump keep Elon under his thumb and just use him for what he can serve him and then
Or he could be prepping Elon to run for president the next go round.
He not American citizen. He not American born.
Yeah, he's born in South Africa. He can't.
But
Um,
how much he
Naturalized
paid for this
citizen.
presidency? 277 million or something like that.
You don't actually have to be born in America. You just have to be a naturalized citizen, which
Uh,
means that you were given like I was born in Dubai, but I'm a naturalized citizen because I immediately got the American passport through my dad being born there. I found
okay.
that out recently. I always thought I could never be the president. That's why I'm talking about being the president now, because I found out that I can, even though I
But
wasn't born here.
if you pay 200 over them almost 300 million for somebody's cause, wouldn't you expect to make a few decisions along the way?
Yeah, but a lot of people did. Elon, he wasn't the only one.
Not to that magnitude though. Almost 300 million.
but he wasn't elected as any kind of official, so he shouldn't be making policies for Americans.
Kurt, if I give you $300 million, you gonna do what the fuck I tell you to do.
What policy he made for America though?
But that's not how American systems work.
That may be true and it may not. Because if you try to tell me to do something that I feel is not right, I'm gonna tell you, thanks for that 300 million, bro. But this is what we part at. You know what I'm saying?
What policy he made for America though?
What you
Uh,
mean?
What policy has
defunding,
What
Elon made?
policy did he make for America?
defunding human rights organizations
Policy?
because he's designated them. He was the one that first tweeted that they're terrorists, and then a few days later, after he tweets that, Trump defunds.
What policy did Elon? He said Elon made is
That's
making
not a
policies for
policy.
America.
The entities that America funds, that's not a policy that you stopped funding an organization or a group of organizations because somebody that wasn't elected tweeted that that's a terrorist organization and we shouldn't fund it. And then 3 days later, you enact actual change based on a tweet.
Elon is the white version of Kanye West. I'll be damned.
Hey, where you been, DJ? What's up?
Nah, cause Elon don't be talking about them Jews though. Kanye is on them Jews next. I had to go handle something. Kanye on them Jews next, man. Kanye ain't messing. I mean, Elon ain't messing with them Jews. He ain't gonna talk crazy about them Jews like that.
Hey, BJ, your partner kept me backstage when all the ladies was on. I've been sitting back there
Man,
for
you
the
better
last
start.
20
You ain't say nothing. I hit you 8 hours ago. You ain't say nothing.
He said he was
even-
on the other
I sent
room.
them the other one too.
I know.
I sent them. I sent it when I sent it to North. I sent it to him.
What up,
No,
man? Welcome back, bro.
today you only said that we was going on at 8. So I'm thinking that we going on that other one cause last week, that one I thought was shut down.
I sent you the correct chat the correct stream 2 hours ago, 3 hours ago.
No, you didn't, DJ.
Huh?
He said, no,
No,
you
you
didn't.
didn't.
Oh,
Um,
what else we talking about?
I understand, you're a busy man. You told me the topic and then you said we going on at 8. That's it.
BJ, did you see the Eric Adams charges that were dismissed? And what Trump was asking the court to do?
Damn, you right, Kurt. I sent.
You sent the wrong link.
No, I sent it to you at 8 o'clock, Kurt.
You-
I sent it to you at 8 o'clock.
I never got it. All I got was you saying that we was going on at 8.
I sent it to you at 8 o'clock, Kurt. Look on your phone. It's right after the topics. No, I wasn't
I
tripping.
look on my phone, it'll set me off from here. I ain't got
Oh
one
no,
of
don't
them.
look on it. Don't worry about it. What you saying? What you saying, Noah?
I was saying, did you see that Eric Adams charges were dismissed and that
Yeah,
the
yeah.
court denied? Trump had asked for that the executive retains the power to reinstate the charges whenever, and
Yeah.
the judge wrote a whole thing about it, about how this is literally just like they just want to hold it against him so that he does their immigration work, and then if he doesn't, they'll always have that like collateral on him, and that's like that would be improper.
I said that last year when he started messing with Trump. When he went over there and started, when he went to sit down with Trump after he got after them charges came, and also he went to sit down with Trump, he started meeting with Trump, and I said, oh, he trying to get them charges dropped. It only makes sense. I ain't mad at him.
I'm mad why Trump tried to extort him. Like, how could you think the executive can dismiss somebody's charges, but then be able to decide in a year to reinstate the charges? Isn't that diabolical?
Yeah, but really, he's just cleaning up what the Biden administration did to him
Oh my
because
God.
they didn't hit him with no charges until he changed his stance on their illegal immigration. When he started telling the truth that illegal immigration is what messed up New York's economy, um, that's when they hit him with them charges.
No, he was up on charges before Trump was even in office.
I didn't say that. I said when he started telling the truth that illegal immigration destroyed New York's economy. He said that last summer when he started talking that like that. They brought them charges up on him. I watched that whole shit unfold. I watched all
That
that
the whole
unfold.
charges was about he had received some guilt from some foreign adversary.
Yeah, all of that is cool, but what I'm saying is it happens to everybody. When you play for one team and you start talking against the team you play for, they'll put you on the bench. And that's what they was doing to Eric Adams. They was putting him on the bench. That's all. It happens to everybody. The Republicans do it too, Kurt. It don't got to be a Democrat, Republican doing. The
It ain't a
Republican, they all do it. They all do it. But that's what happened to him, and that's why the when he went to Trump, I just knew. And then Trump won. I said he'll be all right. I said that when Trump won, I was like he'll be all right now.
But they put it in place that they can always bring the charges back up after they get out of him what they want out of him. They're gonna turn around and charge him
The
anyway.
judge said they can't do that. They didn't allow
To
him
tell you the
to.
truth, Trump, them niggas, they don't get down like that, bro. Trump
They
actually is a
do. Why
loyal.
else would they ask for that?
Trump is actually a loyal dude. Name one person he did that to. They don't do that, man.
One person he did what to? This is like a
What Kurt was just talking about.
this is a pretty specific situation. He clearly wants New York to take a very tough stance on immigration, and it's clear that Eric Adams can benefit him policy-wise in terms of implementing actual ways to allow ICE to do what they're
Well, he
doing.
want the whole country on that. It's not just New York. He want
Yes,
the whole
but
country
New
on it.
York is there's a lot of illegal immigrants in New York, and if like
We know that.
mayor of New York starts cracking down on it, like at the end of the day, he's just gonna try to get as many people to be in positions like that to
He
do.
don't need Eric Adams for that.
He needs a lot of people for that.
No,
That's the
he
thing.
don't. He got ICE. They doing. He put the dude in power to do it. That's doing it. The borders are and ICE. That's it. That's all he need.
This
He
is
don't
not a
need. He
federal
don't need none
issue.
of them people.
This is not just a federal issue. You can't have them doing this in every state. There's a lot of protections for states to not like. It's just going to cause a lot more tension if they're doing that against a mayor's orders or what a mayor's pushing
Man,
for.
the mayor ain't shit. What are you talking about?
Shout out my man Johnny real quick. J&J Security Systems for your your security system and camera needs. 24/7 monitoring. Tell them good dad, bad son sent y'all.
Yep. Yeah, the mayor ain't. He ain't need Eric Adams for nothing. He ain't need him for nothing.
Dre said, Dre said you was on the phone with Trump.
So I wish, man. Sure would have asked for a couple of dollars.
Right.
Word up. Let's run through some of these topics, man. Anthony Edwards, man, pays his child support 18 years up front to get on with his life.
He should be the next
Baby
president.
mama said that was a lie, so I don't know. I don't believe it yet.
Everybody lying?
Everybody's saying that, but she said that she hasn't received any court order, any notification that this has happened.
Oh, the baby mother?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
But I don't know what he said, but it's really been all over. Like,
Well, he's been saying it himself that he don't want nothing to do. He said he don't want nothing to do with the child. He'll pay his money and get out the way.
that would have been like $1 million and like
Yeah, $1 million
change.
and some change.
Yeah.
That ain't nothing though.
He had $200 million.
How much is
Yeah,
that?
that ain't nothing. She ain't going for that. She ain't
He
going
got
for that.
200 million?
He
He
don't
up.
have it right now, but he on his
up.
way. Yeah.
He up.
He got at least
That ain't nothing.
He got at least 30.
She definitely gonna get at least. He only got 30.
He
At
got
least-
40
at
net
least
worth.
30. He
But
got
how
100
much of
from
She
that is
definitely
like
gonna get more.
business?
She gonna get $1 million a year.
No, he
She
she
got
tried
one
to
kid.
she tried California already shot her
damn.
down. The judge said
What is he paying now?
He signed
ain't
a
getting nothing now.
200.
But Georgia, he filed in Georgia. Only moved to California so she could file in
Get
California,
more.
and his attorneys argued that that's the only reason she out there. So the California court was like, nah, send it back to Georgia. Georgia, he said he's gonna pay $5,000 a month for 18 years. So he want to give it out the way.
Yeah, he apparently he makes an annual salary of 49 million. So
That's
his
what I'm
money
saying.
is
Like, nah,
very
she gonna get more than
and his
5,000 a
contract,
month.
his 5-year contract is 245 million.
Yeah.
His
Yeah.
5-year extension.
Hey, BJ.
Crazy.
Yeah.
I gave a shout out. Yana's mother passed today.
Damn. Rest in
New
peace.
York City councilwoman. She was New York City councilwoman
What's
for
her name?
Imogene Ferguson.
Okay. Yeah, I
Yeah,
know.
she passed away
Miss
today.
Miss Sharani probably know. Miss Sharani was my councilwoman. That's my girl. She's the kind of court and
There was
play
a lot
auntie
of them
every
that,
time.
you know what I'm saying, that was real politically active. When I met Yana back in '97, her mama was councilwoman for some one of them districts in New York.
Yeah, we got a bunch of them.
Aunt gave her broad 100,000 up front to go get her abortion. She ran off with the money. So in his mind, he figured
Of course.
he said he through with the whole ordeal. I mean, the baby, the only one suffering, but that woman is not having the child out of love. It was a check the whole time.
I mean,
He
you're
23, she
walking.
30 something.
You
He plays stupid games, get stupid prizes.
right. You're a walking lake. That's
Yeah.
all. You're a walking lake. Federal prosecutors are seeking the death penalty for Luigi Maggiano, the Maggiani, whatever, the guy that killed the
United Healthcare
United Healthcare guy. What y'all think about that? Yay or nay?
for the death penalty.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think it's still. I think it's a go. It's
You think it's a go, Kurt?
yeah. When he walked up on that man, shot him in the back of the head. I
No, I'm
mean, you
saying, do
know,
you agree with it? Are you for the death penalty for him? Yeah.
yeah.
What you say, Will?
I think that's the easy way out. I would think he should be in jail for the rest of his life.
What you say, Noah?
Ain't no
I
suffering in
think
there.
that's bullshit. When's the last time you seen a school shooter that killed like 10 kids sentenced to death? They don't be sentencing people to death like that, and especially not in New York. The fact that now we want to punish because
They
his victim
usually be
happens to be
they
rich and
usually be
white, so
younger.
now it matters.
I think the age play a part, but I mean,
They're trying to teach you a lesson. Don't kill people that are important. And what stupid fucking lesson is that?
yeah.
How about we
Yeah.
teach a lesson? Don't kill 10 kids. That seems like a more important lesson to teach. What the fuck happened because he died?
I
Couple
agree.
But
years
if that was a black man killed that medical person, they would be pushing the death penalty.
But they pushing the death penalty on the white man.
Yeah, because of his victim, not because he's white. Because of his victim's important. If like I agree with Kurt's point, but I think we should just generally be trying to push for less death penalties for all races because not every guy that killed a guy deserves to be killed by the government. I just don't think that. Don't think that.
It's heinous acts. That was a heinous act.
You could say a lot of things are heinous acts.
That was
Like
a
I just
heinous.
don't believe
That we
that.
talking about this one. This one was a heinous
What was
act.
so heinous about it? That he shot him? He didn't torture. There's a lot more heinous shit happening. Maybe because I watch a lot of true crime.
Yeah,
But
but we
torture,
not
people
talking
rob,
about every. It's a
kidnap,
bunch of
people.
heinous stuff happening in the world. We all know that. But
Yeah.
this doesn't make this less of a heinous act of a person minding their business, you know, freely
Yeah.
walking through the streets and getting shot in the back of his head
But you acting like every person that did
for the
that.
position of a job, because of the position of his job.
Not
Okay,
because of the position of his job. I don't agree with that statement.
the man killed him because he is the CEO of United Healthcare. That's it. He didn't do
Yes,
nothing
but
to him.
not because of he is the CEO
So
of
why he
United
killed him?
Healthcare,
Why he kill him?
because United Healthcare has led to the deaths of many people, and all these insurance
He's not
organizations.
United Healthcare.
He was pushing for a policy recently. They were all pushing
It
for a
don't
policy
matter. That's
to
his
make it
job.
harder
He's
to
a
get life-saving
CEO. It don't
medicine.
matter. You can't walk around killing people
I'm not
because
saying you can,
what
but
they
you acting
doing.
like every person that killed somebody was given the death penalty. And no, it's
I
either
didn't
life
say
in
that.
prison or the death penalty. And the death penalty should be kept for really extreme cases, such as where 10 kids' heads are shot off.
No, you're a lawyer.
To kill the
No,
CEO.
you're a lawyer.
I'm telling you, that's
If
what
if
I'm because
no,
that should be. That's especially
you're a
heinous.
lawyer.
Every murder is heinous.
If you do a case that someone disagrees with the outcome of that case that you done, now they mad and want to kill you, shoot you in the back of the head for doing your job. That's a heinous act, man. Come on now, let's stop acting like, oh, just because
That's
this
not
happening,
doing.
that ain't what happened. Yes, that's a heinous act. For
You
this
talk
man to
about
be
doing
woke,
your
this
job
man
like you
got
was a bus
he
driver.
have children also. He has a wife or whatever also. He has family members also. You know what I mean? Just because you don't care about him, the people doing he ain't deserve to die because he's doing his job. That's not right, man.
I'm not
I
saying
gotta
he
stop
deserves to
that.
die, and I'm not
You
saying
want
his murder is
you want people to
justified.
care about what you want, the people that you care about. You got to care about other people too.
You acting like I'm saying you should walk free. I don't think you should walk free. People get killed every day, and you don't have this reaction. Every guy that dies, you say his killer should get
We're
electrocuted and
not talking about everybody
electrocuted.
that died. We're talking
How
about
many
this
people?
case.
No, but you thought what's so especially heinous about this case? It's a murder. It's a
Some
murder.
murders are
What's so heinous
manslaughters.
about it?
Some murders are capital
They're not
murders.
murders. If it's manslaughter, that's another category.
Some murders are second degree murders. Everything is not, every murder is not the same. So
BJ,
I
we're
don't know
talking about first degree murder.
why we take one topic and compare it to all these other topics. Why do we do
I'm not
that?
doing that. You're doing
Let's
that.
just
I'm
stay.
saying,
You talking about everything else? Oh,
all right,
people
stay on
get
the
murdered
topic.
every day.
BJ,
Yeah,
let's
well,
stay on the
we talking
topic.
about this
First
one.
degree murder, just killing somebody, premeditated, thinking about it, carrying the act out, and somebody ends up dead. First degree murder. You think everybody that gets charged with first degree murder in New York gets the death penalty?
I ain't saying nothing like that.
Well, that's not true. I'm
I didn't
telling
even
you,
know
a
New
lot of
York
people
carry.
commit
I didn't
first
even know New
degree.
York.
A
Go
lot
ahead.
of people commit first degree premeditated murder and they get life in prison. And that's much more common than the death penalty. The death penalty is reserved to egregious cases. And that's not the legal standard, but it's a discretion. The death penalty, you only push for it when you feel like it's an extreme. And that's why when I
Okay,
told you they were
discretion. Keyword you just used. Discretion. This is their discretion that they want to push. All they saying is they're pushing for the death penalty. That's all they saying. That don't mean he gonna get it. They might offer him life in prison without parole and he'll cop out.
he's gonna get the death penalty with the amount of evidence that they have against him. If they're actually pushing for it, and if you get a judge that's not
They push for the death penalty for plenty of people and they don't get it. They always
with
push
that
for the
amount of
death
evidence, that
penalty.
amount of media, that amount of we're sending a message, that amount of the bullshit perp walk they did for a skinny white guy who didn't need 30 cops around him, they're obviously using this to teach a lesson that the value of an important person is greater than the value of a regular person. And this should be punished more severely. Not because of the circumstances, not because it was especially heinous, but because the victim matters. And I think all victims should matter equally.
That plays a part also. That plays a part also. So
It shouldn't play a part.
tell me a murder of a regular person that you feel like they should get the death penalty also.
Me, if I die and if this man gets the death penalty, if I die, I'd want my murderer to get the same punishment because I think I matter just as much as the CEO. And I don't think that would be true. If somebody shoots me right now, I don't think he gets the death penalty because I don't matter enough. Like, just think about it that way.
It depends. It still depends on why he shot you.
That's not what makes the circumstances of a crime especially heinous. It's
Every
not
crime is different. Yes, it does.
Usually, it's not the motive. Usually, it's
You could be in traffic and road rage, have road rage and get killed like that. They're not gonna push for the death penalty for that. It's road rage.
So
If you wake up and get dressed and travel to a whole another state to stalk someone out and shoot them in the back of their head and then leave and all the public, it's, you know how big it is. It's a big case. Of course, they're gonna make an example out of a big case. Come on, this is what it's about.
Well, the case with George Floyd was a big case, and they murdered him right on camera. They choked him to death, but they didn't get the death penalty.
Because the autopsy said he didn't die from the strangulation. He died from the drugs he had in the system.
which one were you talking about?
George Floyd.
Oh,
The independent autopsy showed that he died from asphyxiation, though. The autopsy that the police did said one thing to try to cover their tracks. But we seen on national TV that The man was subdued and the man had a knee on his neck. That is heinous.
What am I talking about on what part? Which part you talking? What are you talking about, BJ? Which one?
Like, you don't think it's heinous that his hands were handcuffed and that he couldn't move at all, and that there was two cops on it, like cops all around him, and there was no reason for him to kill him, but he still killed him while he was begging for his life? You don't think that's especially heinous circumstances? But
Do I
what's
think it was what?
he was just doing his job that
I didn't say that.
coincidentally kills millions of people.
I didn't say that
But y'all know police officers not held to the same standard as the average citizen.
at
And,
all.
Y'all
and
tripping,
that's not
man.
acceptable.
It's not acceptable.
I
But
understand the
Nobody's
concern.
accepting it.
You're
I'm just.
accepting it when you when you agree with the rationale behind it. Like, I feel
Well,
like
I agree with what?
like you could say the same shit as police. Like, they're just doing their jobs. That's their job. Why, if they gotta get killed, then they gotta get
I
the
was
people
talking
killed.
about the guy that works for United
I know,
Healthcare.
but I'm saying the rationale can be
Drugs in the
extended to the
system.
police. It's the same
Yeah,
logic.
that's what they said. The man had drugs in the system. Yo, hold on. Let's
No,
get
there
one
was
thing
they
straight.
had
Let's
they
get
had
one
hold
thing
up.
straight. Let's get. I,
Let's not
yeah.
pick
All
up.
right. So, all right. My mind is somewhere else. Okay. Let me come back to what's going
Yes.
on. Yeah. All
What
right.
time?
My bad. I'm back, y'all. I'm dealing with some other
Goddamn
shit. I
time.
don't give a fuck about George Floyd. Okay. Let's get this straight. I don't give a fuck about George. Excuse my French, man. And everybody that hate that I curse, right? I don't give a fuck about George Floyd. I swear to God, I don't. I didn't care that they killed him. He should have went to jail, nigga. Every time I get put in handcuffs or it's time to go to jail, I go to jail. He should have never got out the car. He should have went to jail. I don't care about no dope fiend nigga trying to uh, get off a fake $20 bill. And man, I don't care. I really don't. I care
But murder,
more. I care more about the woman door he kicked in and the home invasion he committed and had that gun to that lady, that black woman stomach while she was pregnant. I care more about that. I don't care. I care more about Tamir Rice that was killed at 12 years old by the police. Ain't nobody tear the country up behind that. Y'all tear the country up behind a dope fiend nigga
Did her
that
killer
didn't
get
want to
the
go to
death
jail. So they sat on his neck, and because he had so much fucking fentanyl or whatever he had in his system, he died. Guess what? The best thing he did for his daughter was die. Ain't that something? That's the best thing he could have done for his daughter. Dope fiend nigga, 1,000 miles away from his daughter. The best thing he could have done was die. She got like 30 million, 40 million or something. Come on, man. Next. I don't care nothing about no George Floyd. That boy Mike Brown
murder,
got killed, shot in his head with his hands up on his knees by the police. Come on, man.
but they
Come
didn't
on.
push for the death penalty for those people.
They're not gonna push the death penalty for police, bro. They're not gonna do it.
ever.
They're not gonna push the death penalty for white cops killing black people, black men. They not. So that's that. Rodney King got his ass whipped on camera, and they all got acquitted. What are we talking about here, man? What world are we living in, bro? Come on, man. Reality is reality, man.
The whole question was, should they get the death penalty in that case?
Who? The police?
The police or anybody that commits a heinous
Should the
murder.
police get the death penalty? Yeah, I'm for that. They could get the death penalty too. They could die too. George Floyd
BJ
dead.
want to give it to
They could die.
everybody.
I'm for it. I sign a petition just to see it happen. I signed a petition just to see it happen. Word up. I don't care. Then the police thing got stabbed up in jail. Didn't he get stabbed up or something?
I don't know about that.
Yeah.
Yeah, they
What's
probably
that?
have a worse
They
time
are
in
trying
jail
to
than
what?
they would if they just
Let that cop out.
Yeah, I heard that. I heard they like.
The one who strangled Floyd.
Yeah.
They never
Yeah,
wanted to
Matter
do
of
that.
fact, I think Elon and them. No.
Elon started it.
No,
He
Elon
tweeted
didn't
it.
start it. It
Yes,
was,
he did. He tweeted about it in like January.
No, it wasn't. It was.
He retweeted a video from like Ben Shapiro. He
It
reposted
was
it.
Ben Shapiro that started it.
But Ben Shapiro is nothing. Elon Musk brought it to the
Okay,
government.
but don't put fake news out
Elon
there.
started it.
You just
When
hate
somebody,
Elon and Trump. Elon
Ben
didn't start
Shapiro,
it. Ben
how
Shapiro
can
did.
Ben Shapiro start a policy change as a stupid radical commentator? Elon Musk is the one that can actually bring this to somebody in the government with a big role. So he started it in my book.
Y'all see the what comment? We can read that one, Will. I
He
can't
said,
see.
all right, what about the CEO dude? He probably denied mad claims for cancer patients who needed treatment.
So he deserved to
Exactly.
get killed. He first of all, he's not denying the claims. He's not doing it.
He's pushing the policies that lead to the
He's
denial
not
of the
doing it.
claim. That's worse. He's pushing the
He's
policies
not
that
doing
lead to
it.
the denial of the claims. That's much worse. A
No,
CEO
you're
has
a
a lot of power
lawyer.
over how an
You're
organization is.
gonna do a lot of things that people are not gonna agree with. You're gonna be a part of a lot of cases that people are gonna be upset about. Does that mean you should die? Does that
No,
mean
but I'm
someone
gonna
should
agree with
shoot you in
everything
your
I
head?
do. I'm not gonna do anything on my conscience that I don't agree with.
Y'all trip. Yes, you are.
You think
Stop it.
everything I'm gonna do is that
You don't have your own practice, so you're gonna do what your boss tell you to do. You're
it
gonna do
doesn't
what the
matter.
firm that you
No.
work for wants you to do. Stop it.
No, it doesn't matter. The
Stop it.
second I have
Stop
the
it.
bar, no, it
Stop
doesn't
it, man.
matter.
That shit
I'm
sound
telling
good.
you,
You gonna do what
I've
that firm wants you to do.
I've seen people at my law firm refuse to sign their name off on documents where they're suing other attorneys because their principal says we should never be suing attorneys,
All
even if
right, we're
they're
not
not.
talking about other attorneys. We're
I'm telling
talking
you,
about regular people. It's regular people
but
that's
you can just
mad.
choose not to
These are
sign a
regular people
document.
these are regular people that seems
That's
like
a CEO.
that seems like they happy with the dude getting his head shot blown off.
That's a
This the problem.
CEO.
This the
BJ,
problem. Y'all pick and choose. You pick and choose. All of y'all, everybody's picking and choosing. Yo, you want us to care about the children and everybody that's dying in Gaza and all that for nothing. This man just died for nothing, and you don't care because they pushing policies and come on, that's wrong.
BJ,
Y'all wrong.
he is a CEO. The analogy is wrong. To compare an employee of a law firm to a CEO of a big pharma
Man,
company,
people
he
dying
has
for nothing
power
is the
over every
comparison.
policy. He could not do the things that he does.
People dying that should not be dying is the comparison. That man died for nothing. Them people in Gaza is dying for nothing. That's the comparison.
Because a lot of people, and
You
yet
keep
their
making it
killers
about
are
his position.
celebrated.
You keep
Their
making it
killers
about his
are in the
position.
White
That's
House
wrong.
with Trump.
You
BJ,
wrong.
their killers
You
are in
wrong
the
for
White
that.
House with
And
Trump.
I don't care about him
Right.
neither. But
Exactly.
what's right is right, what's wrong is wrong. Y'all wrong for that. Y'all wrong for that. Y'all want people to care about George Floyd. This the shit I be mad at, Will. This the shit I be mad at, bro. They want me to care about George Floyd. They want me to care about George Floyd, bro.
All lives
Piece of
matter.
shit.
All lives
The
matter.
worst
Piece of shit. They want to sit here and argue about George Floyd, piece of shit ass. But this man who probably, of course, probably was being a great father, husband or whatever, minding his business,
He was
walking down the
never at
street,
home.
and because somebody is mad at the company he works for, shoots him in the back of the head.
The company
and y'all
won.
cool with that? Y'all want to argue that? That's crazy.
The company
Y'all
who
wrong.
won. BJ,
Y'all wrong for that.
the total BJ, if we're talking about just individuals, okay, you have a net positive or negative impact on society. If you're telling me George Floyd was a piece of shit and he did the home invasion and you calculated his net impact on society, it still would not be a fraction of the net impact that the CEO of the number one big pharma, which is like a fucking gang in America, the impact he's had on the lives of people, on people with cancer, on the families of people with cancer. You're telling me that because you think George Floyd is a piece of shit and he was counterfeiting a $20 bill, his impact is still negligible compared to why, and the circumstances are so much worse. It's a policeman that didn't have to do what he did. He had him under control. You're
His
telling me
impact is what?
the impact of George Floyd on the negative impact on the welfare of people is way less than fucking the CEO of the biggest big pharma company in America. It can't be even compared. You're telling me that because
You just compared the shit. You're comparing
you saying
someone.
George Floyd is a piece of shit. I'm saying
I'll wait
okay,
till
he's
you
a piece-
finish.
you can
Just
say he's
don't
a
cut
piece of
me
shit.
off when I go. Go ahead.
I'm saying you could say George Floyd is a piece of shit. I'll give you that. You know, you seem to know about his life history. I don't even know that much about it. He could be a piece of shit, but he didn't cause as many people suffering and pain and sickness and families watching their people die because they can't afford diabetes shots or cancer shit. All of that bullshit is a direct consequence of the man who not doesn't work for United, who runs United, who pushes for a CEO has infinite power to run an organization the way he wants to. Yes, he has to cower to some shareholders, but he's still the CEO. But it's like for you to think that that's comparable to because George Floyd was a piece of shit when the circumstances were so much more vile. For he was handcuffed, like he was on the floor. The circumstances of in terms of heinousness to kill somebody that's already restrained and on the floor versus to shoot somebody in the back because they're really piece of shit that probably ruined his life personally due to their healthcare policies. They're not comparable, and you acting like that one's a bigger deal because he hurt somebody. That
I
man
kind of I kind of disagree with
Let me
you
just
there.
respond to that, and you can go, Kurt. I never compared that. Y'all comparing that shit. Y'all brought up George Floyd. All I'm saying is y'all picking and choosing who. It's okay for him to die, but not okay for him to die. What I'm saying is, George Floyd was a piece of shit. I don't even care about this dude dying. I don't care about neither one of them dying. But y'all want, like I'm gonna say it again. Y'all want to care about George Floyd, piece of shit ass, dying. This man was a productive citizen. I don't care about how he ran his company. I don't care about the people. You have a choice. Just like y'all say the homosexuals and abortion people have choices. You have a choice. You don't have to be with United Care. Go get Obamacare. Obamacare was so good for y'all. Get Obamacare. You don't have to go with United. Pick another healthcare provider. That man shouldn't have to die because of his position. Y'all bugging. I'm not comparing the two, but y'all want me to care about George Floyd, but y'all don't. But y'all act like this dude that was minding his business, being a productive citizen in this country. Y'all don't care about him dying. That's crazy and that's wrong. That's wrong. Now I'm gonna say I don't care about both of them dying, but y'all wrong about that. Go ahead, Kurt.
Okay, my statement was not in that context. I said one life is no more important than the next life. I mean, one was heinous. Him shooting the CEO in the back of the head, that's a heinous crime. And so is the heinous crime of that man being subdued and being choked to death. So, I mean, death penalty should be pressed in both instances because one life is no more important than the next simply because this man is a CEO and he makes a lot of money, so his should be heinous. But this other young man coming from the ghetto, his life is not important. If you're going to press death penalty for one, press death penalty for all of it. Everybody that's been killed heinously. It's kids out here to this day that motherfuckers are killing them and they not getting the death penalty. It just seems like it's allowed that, okay, police officers they're police officers, so they can commit heinous murders and they shouldn't be pressing for the death penalty for them. I don't get that.
Well, I'm not saying. I'm just saying because they're police officers, I never seen it push on a police officer. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah. But it should be.
I said if there was a petition getting passed around, I would sign it. I would love to see that.
Right, you said that. But I wasn't comparing the two because George Floyd's life is no more important than the CEO, and the CEO is not no more important. It shouldn't be because it's a high profile murder. They pushed for the death penalty in my case, and the motherfucker that I did back in the 70s.
I just said that.
He wasn't important.
Just because they push for the death penalty don't mean he gonna get it. That's what they do. They push for the max. They push. That don't mean he gonna get it.
But the world you describing, that's not the world we live in, Kurt. You describing paradise. You know the people with power and influence get privileges that the rest of us don't. Y'all trying to
whether they do or whether they don't, it don't make it right. See, we talking about a right and wrong.
It don't make it right, but that's what we living in. It's never gonna be that way. The people with power and influence have friends in powerful and influential positions, and nobody but Nora is gonna argue for the little man.
Yeah, it just doesn't make I feel like BJ, you're saying you don't care about both. I'm saying I care a little about both, but one more than the other. And I just don't want anybody to die. I don't want the death penalty for anybody. And I'm not advocating for the murder of the CEO. I'm just saying, why should they make a statement out of his death because you think he was productive? I don't give a fuck how much you work. Why would that affect? That's not the sentencing guideline.
I think the main difference is right. George Floyd was doing what George Floyd was doing, which got the police called on him, which got him arrested. They put him in a car. He fought to get out the car, not physically, but he was whatever he did. He got back out the car, whatever. That's how he died. This man was minding his business, not breaking no laws. George Floyd shouldn't have died either. I'm not saying he should have died, but what led up to his death is different to what led up to his death. So of course it's gonna be looked at different because he is the CEO. He is a white man. You know what I'm saying? So of course it's gonna
He
be looked at different.
for 100,000 deaths.
Who? I mean, I seen Dre put that, but what 100,000 deaths? What are we talking
For
about?
he denied life saving
Y'all don't know that.
drugs.
Y'all just saying that. Y'all don't know that.
BJ, after he
Y'all
died,
don't know
I watched
that. And
3 billion
that's
videos
you
about
get
it.
denied all the time. Insurance claims get denied all the time. You get denied all the time. So he's supposed to die because these people had a health insurance policy that didn't cover that. If they would have read and knew about their health insurance policy, they would know that it didn't cover that. They not just saying, oh, now you've been paying your bill, but now we ain't covering that. It's there. You know what they cover. You know what they cover. I don't know where all this hunch. He's responsible for 100,000 people dying. Where is that information at? How y'all know this?
I'm telling you, BJ, when he died, there was a billion videos all over the internet
I don't care about that. It should have been on the
and
internet
on the
before he
news
died.
and
Then I
on the
don't care
news.
about that.
It's been on the internet. I'm telling you, I knew people in school that knew that started a healthcare startup based on the amount of errors in every insurance's invoice. They made their whole company. It's still around, and
Guess what? I have United Health.
and it
Well, I
literally
had them. I
and it
had United
literally
Health. No problems.
by $1,500
I
every
had
time.
you. Have
It's a
any of y'all
scam.
had United Health?
I have.
No,
Any problems, Will?
I've had
I
problems.
had United Health for 3 years. No
It's not
problems.
about United. It's about
No problems. They never denied me for nothing. No problems. I'm not going to talk on that. I'm not going to speak on what other people are saying. I've had them. I forgot I even had them. I've had them. Will have them. Me and him, two black men. No problems with United Health. Stop telling me what other people said. I don't rock like that. I don't get down
It's not
like that.
about who had them. It's about who wasn't allowed to have them. They used to have these automated.
Now you mad at who wasn't allowed to. This is
Because
crazy.
that's how they
This
were
is
denied
crazy, man.
care because people that
This is
had
crazy.
them.
Now it's his fault because they wasn't allowed. They couldn't afford the insurance. It's his fault.
That's not what I'm saying. If you listen,
What are you
to
saying? They wasn't
I'm
allowed to
saying
have the
the
insurance.
people
How?
that had the means and had the ability to use that, if they were, for example, at my job, they offer like 4 types of insurance. So if people make a certain income and then they have anything in their application, a minor thing that just through the automated algorithms of United, it wasn't like you were talking to a person and applying to it. It's like the system immediately shuts out certain applicants due to minor problems when they do in fact have the correct means, and that's their only health insurance option at their job.
So
And
what?
it's people that were affected by that because they didn't have even. They
What?
just wanted to promote. They were literally
No.
getting
What are you saying?
rejected.
What are you trying to
I'm saying
describe
you're
right
acting
now?
like, oh, you
You're
couldn't afford insurance, so you
describing
died. Boo-hoo.
people. You're
That's not what
describing
it is.
people that didn't even have United Health insurance at all.
People that only had the option of getting United health care or
How is that
using
possible?
it's possible in many jobs where you're only
United Healthcare ain't cheap.
many jobs only
If you
offer.
could afford United, you can afford
It's not about the
anything.
price. It's not about the price. It's about certain things in your application making it automatically get like the what's it called, like rejected by the algorithm, even though people didn't know.
Okay, so if you're rejected, what are you
That was one of the
complaining
main
about?
complaints is that they couldn't get any other insurance because all these big companies had these algorithms that
That's
were
not the
locking people
CEO
out of the
fault of
healthcare
United.
system. But it
That's
was
not
their
his fault.
policies that were pushing these algorithms that weren't accurate, that were denying people life-saving care.
That's
This
not
can never
that's
even
not
be in the hands of private people,
do
private entities. That's why it doesn't work. That's why in civilized countries, healthcare is run by the government because it's supposed to care about your life. When you put it in the hands of a company and they just get focused on money and they get greedy, insulin starts to cost 2,000. Shit like that happens. And it's like you're acting like
listen.
this is just, oh, you couldn't afford it or you could afford it. No, it's a billion like so much red tape and things that are blocking
Man,
people.
I ain't go through none of that red tape, no.
Well,
None of
you're
that.
lucky. A lot
None
of
of that.
people
And I'm a
did.
convicted felon.
You're just not
I'm a
100%.
convicted felon. So I'm a person that go through the most red tape. All right, let's get that straight. I don't know what you talking about. I'm a
But you
convicted
are,
felon. I'm a
but you
person
are,
that goes through the most red tape with all this shit. I can't even get life insurance. I got to get accidental life insurance. I can't get term life insurance. You know how many people didn't know that? You know how many people I put on about that before they tried? And insurance agents actually told people, no, I never heard of that. Life insurance agents.
but
A lot of my homeboys. I'm like, yo, bro, I'm telling you, you a convicted felon. They're not gonna give you lifetime insurance, bro. Nah,
but
my agent said, nah, they gonna. The next day, yo, bro, you was right. Man, I've been doing this since I was in the streets. I had life insurance. I was a nigga that had life insurance in the streets. When I was in the streets, I had life insurance. I had $1 million policies since I was in the streets, bro.
But BJ,
Convicted
you
felon. Accidental. Because I'm a felon, it's so much red tape, I could only get accidental, meaning I have to die in a car crash, get shot in my head or some shit. I can't die from natural causes. My family won't get paid. So don't talk to me about red tape.
Okay,
Man.
there's been lawsuits started by doctors against the insurance companies saying that we wrote that this is emergency treatment for this person covered under your company, and they get automatically denied. And the doctors themselves started a lawsuit, and because of whistleblowers that found out that this was like a problem with the company, and they were literally rejecting doctors' notes that say this is emergency life-saving care. There's been plenty of examples of it. Just because it didn't happen to you, don't mean it didn't happen. It's hundreds of thousands of people saying that it did happen, and I don't think all of them is lying.
That don't mean the man
They're all
should die, and that happens. That in
just
United Health, I thought you was done. Go ahead.
it's all just basic examples of companies just choosing profit and depriving the people.
Listen, man. Listen, that's what company is about. You came over here because this is a capitalist country.
No,
Companies run. Every company is ran off of profit. Even the company you work for, no. Every company is ran off profit. There's no company that's not ran off profit.
I never knew that the healthcare industry is this deregulated in America. I never knew that it was completely
okay. Of course, you're probably not gonna know that, but yes, it's been this way.
I lived in England for years, and the NHS is very inefficient, and the public system has its
You would have to go to Dubai and all that, where healthcare is free.
Everywhere, Dubai,
Qatar.
England, the whole world, BJ. Europe.
But everybody is here. Everybody is trying to come to America, though.
It's a lot of people everywhere. It's a lot of people.
Everybody is trying to come to America, though. Nobody
not
is
anymore. America.
Nobody is trying to is risking their life to go anywhere else but America, though. As bad as this country is, corrupted as this country is, everybody is trying to get here to complain about being here and the system that is here.
It's a lot shinier from far away. That's what I'll say.
I could
like
go
obviously
for that.
you don't. Obviously you don't know.
I could go for that.
Yeah.
I could go for that.
New York looks great in the pictures. It looks incredible.
Yeah, I could go for that. Hey.
The skyline looks incredible. And then I came here and I pay like my whole salary to just exist. I could be living
health insurance, and I'm an advocate for free healthcare, like Dubai, Qatar, and all that, Canada, and all that. I'm at
England,
Cuba.
a lot of closer people, Canada, England, France,
Cuba,
almost everywhere.
Okay, it's not America. It's just not. It's just not here. You know what I mean? But the man is running a company like every other company is ran. All health insurance companies do the same thing. That means all the CEOs should get shot in the back of their head.
I didn't say that.
Kaiser CEO should get shot in the back of their head.
But I think
Blue Cross Blue Shield CEO should get shot in the back of the head because they all do the same thing.
I don't think they should be made a statement out of, and I think people should be talking more about this and not just accepting it as a reality, because ultimately the only way to change anything, there has to be some sort of dissatisfaction with it or unrest, or at least talking about it. And that's what this guy was trying to achieve. And I don't think that's one of the most heinous crimes ever, because this man was going to his job. A lot of people go to their job.
He didn't say that, man. I could agree with Kurt when he say that was a heinous crime, and as well as George Floyd was a heinous crime.
Every crime is heinous. Every crime is heinous, but not all of them end up on death row.
No, every crime ain't heinous. It's not.
I don't know any crimes that weren't heinous. Ever seen like a good crime? If somebody got killed, like first degree murder, all of it is heinous. I've never seen a first degree murder that was anything.
Well,
else.
I mean, that's why it's first degree.
Unless it's self-defense, but then it's not murder.
Was your crime heinous?
Say that again.
Was your crime heinous? Considered heinous?
I was charged with first degree murder. Double homicide. There you
go. And guess what? That wasn't a heinous crime to me. That was self-defense.
It wasn't, because I had put a pistol to my head and cricket 3 times. But back in 1977, the laws were different. We were prosecuted different back in the 70s than they do in the 2000s.
Yeah, but even now, with that said, even with that being said, Kurt, you ain't get the death penalty. They didn't kill you. You didn't get the death penalty. You not in prison for the rest of your life, and you killed 2 white men.
But they pressed for it. The only way I didn't spend the rest of my life.
They're gonna press for it. Why are we talking about what didn't happen? I don't understand that.
It only didn't happen
because about what didn't happen. Of course they're gonna press for it. Of course.
They
Right.
don't always press for it.
We got a
And the only
question
reason
from the
why it
chat.
didn't happen is because I had good lawyers that got me off with double life.
All right, you supposed. Thank God you had the money to get a lawyer and all that. Good, good. That's what money do.
And
That's what being a productive citizen in America, making some money. That's what it do. That's what it do. They push for time on me all the time. That's part of the program. Don't be part of the program. Don't be part of the system. Oh, come on, man. Come on.
And for the record, I don't think anything in self-defense, even if it doesn't fall into the legal definition, is first-degree murder or could be considered first-degree murder because, like, self-defense is almost impossible to prove in New York. But so a
No,
lot of
that's New York though.
yeah, but I just think that they're not actually first-degree murders, or they shouldn't
there's
be.
a
They're
difference. Let me clarify something. There's a difference between murder and killing. Even Noah, you're an attorney. Uh, Killing is one thing. Murder is like, say, for instance, somebody slap you. You go think about it. You go get a hammer and a pistol and a machete, and then you premeditate this thing. Killing is something other than killing to America is sort of kind of like what they doing to the people in Gaza. They just killing people. They don't consider that murder, even though it's premeditated.
Yeah, even the military, everybody that's a veteran, like most of them, even the ones that have killed people, they don't perceive themselves as having killed people in the way that they use the definition of killing people in the law. Like the military is kind of gets this, and every country has a different definition of what killing is as well. Like some countries, most countries don't define anything that goes on during war as like real killing in their like legal sense. But it's like I come from a country where heat of passion murder, if you just murder somebody on the spot, it used to be legal up until 2 years ago. You were allowed to kill somebody in the heat of passion if you see him fucking your wife, or it's in certain circumstances like that. And normally it's like if you kill the wife and she's having sex with another man.
They,
But that
they
was
had
until 2 years ago, that wasn't even considered murder because of those circumstances. So every country defines it differently, and like you could really go far with it. Like sometimes even people that were even sometimes honor killings, like a father could kill his daughter if he found out that she had slept with somebody out of wedlock, and he wouldn't be considered a murderer because that's just somebody you're allowed to kill. They define it differently in every country.
And where that's at?
That was in Jordan up until 2 years ago. It was protests everywhere to get that law to change
And
because
that was a civilized country doing that.
yeah.
Yeah, nah. See, it's you have the right to your opinion though.
Every country is uncivilized
I'm
in a
not killing
different
my
way.
daughter because she had sex out of
Well,
wedlock
that
or
came
some
from
shit like
Sharia
that.
law,
No, that's
BJ.
demonic.
That's
That's
why I keep
demonic.
telling you we can't accept the book from hundreds of years ago because
That's
that came from
demonic.
Sharia law.
Y'all gonna
I,
chime in
I
on
don't
Wu
care
question?
what books say what. Go ahead, go ahead. Well,
Should people who murder their babies through abortion get the death penalty as well?
when you abort a fetus, it is not a baby yet.
Not murder. That's why it's another way that the word is expanded to include certain things like killing a bunch of cells.
You know, people keep thinking that having abortions or aborting a fetus is killing a baby. It hasn't formed to be a baby. It may not even have a heartbeat yet, and women get aborted.
I'm a baby.
In some instances, though, because what's the cutoff? 12 weeks, 16 weeks, something like that. That's
shit,
4 weeks.
and they got it to the point
And
all the
20,
way up to goddamn. I done heard some
20, 24 weeks, right?
where it's all the way up
yeah,
to
I
damn
think most
near when
countries
they
are
about to have it.
24.
Some pregnancies is a detriment to a woman, so she has to get rid of it or get rid of herself.
Yeah, most places.
A baby isn't a baby until it's at viability. That means it has a heartbeat, it has its senses, it has its hands and feet. That's an abortion. That's when you think in terms of it's a baby.
Hey,
But
so
previous,
what's gonna happen? What's gonna happen if you don't abort themselves that don't have the heartbeat? What's gonna happen if you don't abort it?
it could, and I'm gonna say this, tongue in cheek. It could form into a baby, but we can't. It's like saying, okay, that's corn because we put it in the ground, but you can't eat it until it fully grows. It's the same thing. That baby is just an embryo. It ain't even born. It doesn't have a
You
heartbeat.
you
It's just
said you said
sperm.
it's so fucked up to the point where you said that baby is just an embryo. That baby is just an embryo, but it's not a baby.
How are
Yeah,
you
this
It's
gonna
is
not
crazy.
report that?
This is crazy.
great.
This is
Wait,
crazy,
just,
man. Straight
just
up.
sperm.
I'm not in that. I'm not in that. I'm against that.
So the heartbeat starts within 4 weeks, was what Wu was saying. So anything after that is murder.
I don't know why we define, does a human being form when the heart starts beating or when it starts like
But at 1 month,
human
that
function doesn't do
that
any of
fetus is not viable. It cannot live outside of its ecosystem.
He just reacting to what you said. You said heartbeat, and he said it's gonna be a heartbeat at 1 month.
Right, right. But I meant really viability. You know, the baby it hasn't even developed all of its senses, the frontal lobe of the brain, or none of that until it has reached viability. I don't know how many weeks it is. 12 weeks, maybe 14 weeks, 16 weeks.
Hey,
You
did y'all
know,
hear about the well? All right. Well,
the
did y'all hear
embryo.
about did y'all hear about the 24-year-old that got arrested after leaving his 3 children in McDonald's to in the McDonald's playground while he went on a job interview?
Yeah, that was in
I
Augusta,
heard
right?
about that.
Yeah, Augusta. What you think about that? They arrested him. How much time you think he should get, Kurt?
See, I don't know all of the circumstances surrounding it, but me myself,
He
I
left
feel
his
like
children in McDonald's playground, a 1-year-old,
I
a
think
6-year-old,
I
and a
think
10-year-old, and went to a job interview.
I think that that's a terrible crime. I think that's abuse of children. I never left my children, even with babysitters, because I didn't trust what people may do to my child. But you know, some circumstances, hell, we was latchkey kids. Shit, we was 10 and 11 and watching ourselves. Mom and dad was gone to work. You know what I'm saying? Of course, we was outside. We was outside. You know what I'm saying? So in this time and age, they would consider that child abuse because he left his kids
It was
in a
child abuse back.
playground.
It's child abuse regardless. A 10-year-old, a 6-year-old, and 1-year-old in McDonald's playground. That's child
Haven't
abuse.
you?
No matter
Do,
what era it's in, it's child abuse.
or you an only child?
No.
Well, see, I had 10 siblings, and we were left to watch it ourselves.
Yeah, we do that, Kurt. That don't mean it's not child abuse. We do that. That don't mean it's not child abuse.
How much time you think you should get, BJ?
Um, I don't think. I think. All right. So they locked him up. That's child neglect and endanger. What they charge him with? Some shit like that.
Deprivation of a minor, I think, or and child.
Because of the situation. I'm just gonna put him on probation. I'm gonna let him R&R sign himself out. I'm gonna
That's a
curse
good
him
way to
out.
go.
I'm gonna curse him out in the courtroom. He
Yeah.
went to a job interview, but come on, bro. You gotta come on, bro.
You
Anything
got
could
to
one of them could have died. You
you
know what
got
I
to
mean?
get somebody to watch your kids or take them with you.
Why wasn't the mom watching them? The mom came to pick him up after, like especially in the case where both parents are there. It's odd that
Oh,
he
I
would
didn't
feel
know the
the need
mom
to
came
leave.
and picked them up.
Yeah, it's odd that he would feel the need. He has 2 parents to take care of the kids, and he felt the need to leave him at a McDonald's.
How did what you mean?
Sometimes moms do
But
that.
he left them, right? He
Yeah,
left
he
them
left them.
unattended.
Then when he got arrested, the mom came and picked him up. Like, I
Yeah,
mean,
so, but that
I
doesn't
mean, the mom's in the picture. Like, there's 2 parents, and you can't find like each parent has family members too. It's like there's that many. Like, it's
Yeah, I don't
odd.
know. They should have orchestrated that better or something. I don't know. But he left
Right.
the children unattended 10, 6, 1 in a McDonald's playground
He's at fault.
in Augusta, Georgia. That's not
He's
cool,
dead
bro.
ass
That's not
wrong.
cool.
Yeah, child trafficking is real as fuck. I
Would
watched
y'all
the
and on top
documentary.
of that, would y'all hire him? Would y'all give him a job?
Yeah, I think he's
No, that would prove that he is irresponsible.
Would you give him a job, Noah?
depends what I
Will?
was hiring for. Definitely not a babysitter.
Yeah, I would.
You give him a job?
Yeah.
No, you so Kurt and Noah, you wouldn't give him a job.
I think that that behavior shows that irresponsible in the way he thinks. Because, like you said, he could have came up with a better plan. Call moms and say, "Listen, I got a job interview to go to. Can you watch them until I do that?" As opposed to just leaving them totally unattended. Yeah,
If my foot was held to
probation.
the fire for every irresponsible thing I did, I'll be fucking homeless right now.
And Noah, you wouldn't give him a job neither.
No, not really.
Shit,
But
I ain't gonna lie, Will. I'm with them on this one. I ain't hiring that nigga.
Why?
He make poor decisions.
yeah,
No, he
he
can't
just
work
seemed
without
like trouble.
supervision. That's all.
He's a poor
He been,
decision maker. I'm not hiring him. He would have
been
been better
left
off
over.
bringing him to the interview.
Literally, very
Yo,
poor risk
sit
management.
right
So,
here. Or he would have been better off bringing him to the building or the interview and sitting him outside in front of the building or in the lobby area or something. Yo, be right, get him some chips, you know what I mean? A cup of juice. And that's what I just would have been like, man, I ain't got no sitter. These my kids, man. I really need a job, man. Straight up and down.
Right.
I'm not leaving them in no McDonald's, man, and
So
going somewhere else. Nah.
that behavior, that same kind of mindset that he'll leave your company wide open
Yeah,
unattended.
he's a poor. I can't hire a poor decision maker, man. He's
yeah.
a poor decision maker.
Apparently, Antonio Brown started a GoFundMe for him and contributed 1,000, and it's already reached
It's at
30,000 in its
it's
first
at
five
60. What he
hours.
said?
Yeah,
What?
The GoFundMe for boy
Oh, Antonio Brown
started it.
started it, right? Yeah.
he
Yeah.
put 1,000 in it, and it's already at 30.
But see, I don't want to give him money. Give him an opportunity. The man is looking for
Yeah,
a job. I'm not giving him 60,000 so he could just go blow that. You know what I'm saying?
but he might get fined too. So I hate when
Give
they
give
fine
him
for these
give him
cases.
give him. I would. Yeah, I
No,
wouldn't just get that to
no, he
him.
need the 60, bro. He need lawyer money.
Yeah, he's
I
gonna need
wouldn't get
lawyer
that to him,
money.
man. I wouldn't
And
get
he
that to
need
him,
to get
bro.
out he
No,
need to
he
go to
needs a
another job,
job.
And
get
then
a
now
babysitter,
He
go
he
to
can't get
another job
a
and
he
pay
can't
for your
job.
he
car.
can't get no job, bro.
He get a job.
No.
He's out on he's out on bail or
If you
whatever.
got charges for
He's
doing
already
something
out on
to
bail.
a minor, you ain't nobody's hiring you.
First of all, he's in Augusta, Georgia. He's gonna work at Dollar General or some shit, somebody warehouse anyway. They gonna hire him. This Augusta,
So
Georgia. This
McDonald's, he
ain't
left his kids
he
out.
not he ain't walking. Come on, man. Whatever
He
job
could
he
get
was
a
looking
job
for,
on
You
his
gotta
own.
get a
he'll be able to
background check.
get.
You gotta get a background check to work at McDonald's. Anywhere they run his background check, he's getting kicked out the door.
I mean,
Endangering the welfare of a child. He ain't even no sense of, he might as well become an entrepreneur.
all right, so you can't just become an entrepreneur. You can't just give him 50, 60 and expect him to be successful in life. That's not gonna happen. He makes poor decisions. He is gonna get that 50, 60 and make a worse, poorer decision.
But at least the kid's gonna be in daycare while he making that
Yeah.
decision.
He not paying for daycare, bro. He's not gonna use that money to pay for no daycare. He's not. He's gonna go buy some work.
Damn right.
He gonna try to buy some work, flip some money, buy him. He gonna get a Benz.
Get back in jail.
He gonna get a Benz. He gonna get some jewelry. I'm judging him, but it is what it is, man. I
We
ain't
gotta stop doing that.
He do need a second chance, but he need to create his own second chance. He need to get himself together, start from the bottom, get the little
He
shitty
needs an
job.
opportunity. That's what the GoFundMe should be about. Get this man a job. Get
Right.
everybody should be the money. Cool. We gonna put that somewhere for his lawyer fees and all that. That's what that's gonna go to. Get him a nice car for about 8,000. You know what I'm saying?
Bro.
To get back and forth. Put the kids in daycare for a year. Pay the daycare off. We will have to do it. Don't give him the money.
Bro, Nora is the only one on this show that got her shit together at 24. What you was doing at 24?
I ain't have kids at 24.
Okay. Kurt,
I was in the penitentiary.
see what I'm saying?
Yeah, I ain't have kids at 24.
But I
ain't
had
have kids till I was 29.
I had
That's why
stacks
I
of
ain't had no
money.
kids.
Right. Okay.
24. What year that is?
You ain't had your shit together at 24.
Yeah, I was cased up, but I ain't had no kids.
He cased up, so he need that 60.
I ain't had no
bro.
kids. I would have never left my kids in the what you call it though. I would have never did that. I would have never left your kids in McDonald's.
At 24,
Nobody
At
kids.
24, I wasn't even looking for no
I would have
job.
never left Joseph in McDonald's. But North Step Kid. I would have never left North Step Kid in McDonald's by himself. Where Joseph at, man? Where he at? What
Omar
he
took him
doing?
to the gym because he wouldn't stop crying. He went
Oh.
downstairs to play basketball.
Yeah, that he's a poor decision
He
maker.
leave
I
kids
ain't gonna say he
anyway.
should open his
I
own
mean,
daycare
that's
center.
that's kind of
He can't do nothing with kids.
He ain't
That's
gonna
over
pass the
with.
background check.
That's
No.
over. He can't do anything with kids. It's
Those
over
are
with
not
for
gonna be
that.
a second
He
chance.
can't do nothing with children. He
I'm
messed that
definitely not
up.
hiring him to be my babysitter.
Um, let me see.
Nah, he
Boom, boom, boom,
should
boom, boom, boom.
get a like.
Oh, would you, Kurt? Would you, if your son was transgender, would you take him to the prom?
yeah.
You're a good man.
I'm not participating in
You're a good
none of
man.
that shit.
I
You talking
mean,
about the
I
video with the
would
I can't even
guy?
say
because
you're a good man. I'll take that back. You ain't no good. You're a damn fool. You're a damn fool. I ain't taking that nigga to no prom.
Get that how you
well, I
feel.
would. I mean, because he's still my son. You know what I'm saying? And if I can't convince him otherwise to be, you know,
At this
then
point,
I'm
he your daughter.
okay. If that's what he wants, if that's what he want to be called, then I'll be like, that's my daughter.
Oh, you like Dwayne Wade for real? I ain't doing it,
That's
bro. I ain't doing it.
No, that shit not even
So what
important.
would
That's
you
not
do?
life or
Turn him
death.
out of
I'm not
reality?
participating in
I
that.
mean, what would you
they're
do,
just
BJ?
holding
Turn him out of
him.
reality?
Out of you said cheat him out of reality?
I mean, shun him. Just,
Shun him
he
out of
can't be
reality?
around you. You'll put him out.
What? See, the reality is he's a boy. That's he's shunning himself out of reality. The reality is he a boy.
So
You
you'll put him
fucking his reality up. You're
you'll put him
fucking
out
his
your house.
reality up by going with that bullshit.
You put him
Reality
out of
is I
your
had a
house.
boy. I ain't have a girl.
Would you put him out of your house?
Yeah, hell yeah.
Yeah, he said
He's
he
a
doesn't want
smart
him.
man.
Yeah. I been said that. Go take your punk ass with your mother.
Well, I said he gonna dance with his father for real.
Go take your punk ass with your mother.
Would you dance with him?
He gonna...
Mm-mm. I ain't doing none of that.
BJ, it's funny. It's
Oh, I
funny.
wouldn't dance with him. I wouldn't be dancing with him. Oh, hell no. It ain't that kind of motherfucking party. No. You better go find one of them other dudes that got something going with you.
I'm not gonna be a part of none of that. Mm-mm.
BJ in Jordan, we
I'll
have
walk in there just so don't nobody beat his ass.
yeah, just as a bodyguard.
Cause it's gonna be a BJ in the crowd ready to punch him in his shit.
No,
That's a
no, it's not.
fact.
That's a hate crime.
Right.
That's a hate crime.
Still a
Hell
pretty
no.
common one.
Mm-mm.
In Jordan, they do like that.
BJ was about money. I didn't give a damn about what the gays was doing, the trannies was doing, none of that.
So if they was buying
There's
you
I was
people
something,
that do.
matter of fact, I had a gay dude on my block that everybody was hitting him in the head with ice cream and all they was bullying him. Man, he got with me one time, bruh, and he ain't had to come outside no more. And you know what? He was a military vet, getting a disability check and all types of stuff, man. He was probably getting like $8,000 a month, man. That man ain't never had to leave the house, man. You hear me? And he was gay. He was flaming gay. You know what I mean? He ain't even had to come outside no more. I got you, bro. Oh, I got you. And you know what happened? I end up catching a case, and I was waiting on some bread. I was short like 5,000, and he happened to I think he owed me like 5,000, and I think I told my mother to call him, or he called my mother. But anyway, I think I might have told her to call him and see when he was gonna have the bread. And he not only did he have the 5,000, I still was short like 2,500 or something. He paid all of it. Man, get my boy out of there. my mom vouched for that shit. Word up. Came to my mom's job. Here's the money. Yo, get him out of there. You know what I mean? I was in Brooklyn House. Gay nigga. Straight up. So I don't discriminate. I don't care about it. I don't discriminate. I don't do that. I don't do that. I'm about bread, man. I'm about money for
Not in
sure.
the house.
In prison, I had to smoke. The gay niggas pay. Gay niggas pay. You know why the gay niggas pay? Because all the niggas is tricking on the gay niggas. Right or wrong, Marco?
All right. All right.
all the niggas in prison is tricking on the punks. The punks pay every time. The punks and the white boys pay every time. That's who I was messing with.
That's that's
On the money tip.
yeah.
that's a bad statement, bro. You sound like a racist.
A rapist
A racist.
or a racist? Nah, hell no.
Yeah.
How?
I'm
Hell
just
no.
messing with you, man. How y'all
Yeah.
doing tonight?
What up, Marco?
Good,
What's
how are
happening
you?
with you?
Yeah, for sure. Now we was talking about so Marco, if your son was a transgender, would you take him to the prom?
I would disown them, probably me. That's just real. I would disown them,
Hey, so
probably.
you would kick him out your house?
Yeah, he couldn't even become no transgender in my house.
Yeah, I thought so.
I wouldn't even be dealing with that. You see, he could just go take him. He need help. Y'all take him in the psych ward.
He need
Lost
help.
his
Y'all can
mind.
just go and take. He need help.
He need help. I can't do nothing with my boy. Hey, it'll be what it is, man. I can't condone it. You know what I
I
mean?
said that, man. I ain't dealing with that, man. I ain't dealing with that,
BJ, my
man.
That's
mom
ridiculous.
didn't come to my prom because I had to walk with a Christian man, and there was like a 2% minority, and I just happened. The school forced us to walk with somebody, like during graduation, every girl walked
Damn.
with a boy, and my mom refused to come because I was walking with a Christian.
Yeah,
Mm,
but
I'm
if
pretty sure
so,
transgender
what's
laws
where
that's
you was
wild.
at? Where you was at?
in Jordan.
Oh, in Jordan.
Yeah, but I was
But
at a
it's worse for the Muslim woman to be with a non-Muslim man than it is for a Muslim man to be with a non-Muslim woman, right?
yeah, yeah, because a Muslim woman can't marry or have kids legally with that man because they won't sign the marriage certificate if the woman is the Muslim.
But Jordan already know what's going on, so why they made you do that?
Because I was at an international school because my parents moved me there in the last 2 years so I could learn English. So they was doing things the English
Oh,
way, and that's why they had that. My
how
mom didn't
long?
want me to
How
go at
long?
all.
How long you been speaking English?
Like when I started learning when I was like, I used to watch a lot of TV when I was young, but I didn't know how to speak it until like 14-ish, 15.
Oh, you privileged. You had a TV in Jordan. You privileged for real. Them people I see on TV, the people I
We got
see out there
TVs
ain't
in
got no
Jordan.
TV.
Everybody and their mom got a TV in
Them
Jordan.
people, them people I see on TV ain't got no TVs or
You
none of
see shit
that.
from the 60s, DJ. It's
You
gotten
privileged for
upgraded.
real. um,
Bad.
Anybody that reached America is privileged. The ones that aren't
yeah,
privileged couldn't leave there.
yeah, I can see. Yeah,
No.
that's in every country for real, for real.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Um, Donnie McClurkin comes out and says homosexuality is wrong and it's from the devil and he's not gay anymore. Kurt, you couldn't even say if it's right or wrong. Donnie McClurkin, who was gay,
No,
says it was wrong.
why you keep misrepresenting me? I'm not saying whether it's I say it's wrong, but I say that people got a right to choose and be whatever the fuck they want. I
No,
don't give
we
a
know
fuck.
that. We know that. But is
I
homosexuality is it
always
right
say
or
that
wrong?
I think personally, I think it's wrong. But I think more
Couldn't get
so
you to say
that
that last time, right or wrong.
yes, I did. I said people have a right to do and be with whoever the fuck they want to be with. It ain't my choice. It's not my choice. If you gay and you like them swizzles, then go for them swizzles. Just
No, we
don't bring
not. We
them
know
around.
that. We know that, Kurt. I ain't. It's just it's
You know,
homosexual right,
so
right or
whether
wrong.
it's right or wrong, yes, I think it's wrong. I think man was born with that thing for a reason. I mean,
Okay.
we men. You know what I'm saying? I don't think that a man should be trying to be a woman. No, I never agree with that. I've never been with that lifestyle. You know, I'm a Homo sapien. I'm straight. I like women folk, all of them. I don't care what.
Hey, what is a Homo sapien again?
Human being.
You don't know
hold
what a Homo
up,
sapien is?
man. What is a Homo sapien again?
Look that
Yeah,
word up.
that
Look it
was
up
funny.
for him.
Hey,
Noah.
hey,
It's in the dictionary. It's just a man.
Kurt,
It's just
Marco, I already know you said it was wrong.
right.
Have black people made poverty look cool, Marco?
Hell
Yeah.
yeah.
What you think, Will?
Absolutely.
What you think, North? Looking from the outside in. Tell the truth.
It looks cooler here than back home.
Exactly. Exactly.
Everybody seemed to be eating and drinking.
That's hilarious. So wait up. So back home, how it look back home when you back home? How it look?
Back home, it's a lot of
Killing.
kids working. It's a lot of kids in the streets. It's a lot of like begging at traffic lights, standing in the sun for 24 hours. Like people malnourished. It's people that are thirsty. People that are getting
God
just
damn.
dirty
In
water
America?
from the river. No, back home. I'm
No,
saying
man. Listen.
what it
Oh, so
looks
you
like.
saying poverty here? We know that. We know that. Our poverty is better than any
Yeah,
country
but in terms
poverty.
of
We know
yeah,
that.
and it's like people
We know
people
that.
don't die here of hunger. People don't die of thirst. People don't die of
We know
illnesses.
that.
People like it just looks better here.
But do black people make poverty look cool?
I mean, it's cool because they don't seem to be miserable. Like they seem to still be going out to drink. Like you'll save a bit of money, they'll make little bit of money to like enjoy life in some way. Like back home is just pure misery. Like
Yeah.
here, it feels like even people that are poor are able to somehow, like it's like I don't immediately like back home. You talk to somebody, you know immediately they're poor because they're miserable. Here, like
When they get their tax money,
because they
yeah,
seem to be enjoying life. They seem to be doing
they
what they
take
do.
their tax money.
Like it's not
They
like
go
you're here that
ball.
you're miserable.
Hey, they don't
It's
floss
cool. It's
up
cool to be from
nothing.
the struggle. It's looked upon as lame to be from the suburbs. To
Yeah,
have a mother and father. That's what we saying basically. To
yeah,
have a mother and a father. You look like in 8 Mile when Eminem dissed him. He dissed him and won because he was talking about how he went to private school. And he got a mother and father at home.
Right.
And they have a real good marriage. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
In the black culture,
Tip didn't want to be with Nunu because she lived on the other side of the damn. She lived in the suburbs.
oh, in
ATL.
ATL, right? They was shitting on her because
Yeah.
because her people was successful.
Right.
So in
Yeah.
black culture, it's like it's frowned upon to be productive citizens and to have a mother and father. You know what I mean?
yeah. I
Some of
guess
them
they
don't
make
even
it look.
realize that they in
Yeah.
poverty though. It's a sickness, bro. They think they're doing all right.
What that comment? We go through some comments
The
right
poor
there.
people who buy lobster with their food stamps.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
America's
and
also a place where you can go through the struggle and like you can come up and you can have that part of like everybody like it's cooler to come up when you actually came out of a struggle. But in most other countries, like this whole coming up from nothing, it's really a lot less common. I feel like than here. Like here, you see a lot of people that went through the struggle and then made it or made good lives for their family. It's not like you're stuck in it for generations in this day and era. I feel.
Yeah, Hmm. a lot of them didn't make it, but what I've noticed how black people make poverty look good. You know, even going back in the days, a motherfucker don't even have $50 in an account. That long, they ain't even got an account. But they got this 1967 Chevy with these big old gold rims and a loud radio, like they doing something with a whole stack of money.
Yeah,
But they can't take you out on a date and buy a cheeseburger for real, cause they poor.
yeah.
All people in the struggle don't come up. A lot of people in the struggle
well,
stay in the
a lot
struggle.
of people don't. A lot of people is cool with their situation. A lot of people is cool with waking up,
Yeah.
going outside, standing outside all day, drinking, smoking, chilling,
Yeah.
hustling or whatever, and that's that. I was cool with that.
I'm about to say I was
It's
there.
hard to
Shit,
even tell.
I was cool with that, huh?
It's hard
And
to
it made
the
and it
outside
made
even good and
and
who's
it
just
made these poor look good. Because I mean, a lot of them cats that was out there struggling in the struggle, you know, they was the little penny boys, but yet they was making peanuts. Even in the hustle, they wasn't making a lot. They was poor. They lived
Ain't
in rundown.
nobody out there hustling making any money. Ain't
Huh?
nobody on the corners making anything
really.
life changing. You know
Right,
what I mean?
but they made being poor look good. They was driving big cars or old cars. The wheels cost more than the car. And, bling blinging.
Yeah.
Trying to be the shiniest spark in the
Yeah.
toolbox. They just, but they was poor. They was in poverty, and they tried to make it look like it was cool. It was
They don't
good.
care about being in poverty as long as they're doing better than the person standing next to
That's
them.
a fact. That's all it's about. Doing better
Yeah.
than the person next to
Yeah.
you. What you was asking, Noah?
Yeah. Um I was saying it's hard to tell sometimes from the outside because for me, for example, like I don't think I've ever bought a bottle of liquor to this day because I just think that's an exorbitant way to spend my money. Like I'd never buy a bottle of liquor. It's not something that, if like in my head it was always like a rich thing to do. But here everybody would buy a bottle. Like everybody had nice sneakers. There's things where like you as an outsider you don't even know how to distinguish between who's just living paycheck to paycheck and who's actually because a lot of people like good sneakers and going out to clubs and buying like you see that almost everywhere in neighborhoods where I didn't know who was actually buying that out of like spare money and who would just like think that's how they spend their money.
And see, that's the thing about New York too, because you up there.
Yeah, that could be another thing too.
We'll spend all our money on clothes and sneakers.
Yeah, everybody had nicer clothes
We'll
than
spend our money on. We'll have
Yeah.
$2,000-$3,000 outfits on every day, and
Yeah, 'cause
and,
that's
and,
like,
and ain't got no car, ain't got no crib, ain't got $5,000 in you know what I mean in the account. You know what I'm saying? It's all about the look. That's what it was with me. I stayed fly. You know what I mean? Stayed fly. Had the jewelry, had all that. Stayed fly. When they ran in the crib and tied my people up and all that, them niggas probably left with about $6,000.
They thought they was doing something.
3 niggas gotta split $6,000 in some work.
So it was all about
probably like a half
it,
an ounce and a couple of guns they got.
so it was all about the appearance of being successful.
Yeah, it ain't, and that's. I think I'm gonna say, I ain't gonna just say New York, but in New York, yeah. Now you got the older dudes. It's usually the older dudes that really get into some money. You know what I mean? The dudes that got to work. But the difference is that's the difference between the North and the South. The South, one thing I can say about the South, even the lower level dudes, them dudes making $1,000, $2,000 a day. You know what I mean? And them dudes got houses and cars and stuff. They got stuff. You know what I mean? Them dudes is really getting to some chicken. You'll find a dude that's selling 20s and 50s down south that's sitting on 100,000 in the crib and got a $5,000 car. You know what I'm saying? It's just different, regional.
Mentality.
Them Florida niggas, you know what I mean? They the same way. Niggas might be sitting on 200,000-300,000 in the crib and selling 50s all day. You know what I
They
mean?
across the nation, Texas, Alabama, Mobile,
Texas, for real.
everywhere.
Yeah,
Arkansas, Little Rock.
for sure. For sure. So it's different
Right.
everywhere. You know what I mean? It's a different culture in every city. It's a different culture in every city. We got
I
about five
think
more
it's just the
minutes, y'all.
same old shit, different channel.
We got about 5 more minutes. We can run through some more comments, Will. I feel like I missed some.
Not really. Your mom said he should open his own daycare. That was the last one we read. And then Flo said, "Yo, what's the difference in leaving a kid in McDonald's at a McDonald's interview than having kids in the house with work in it?"
They're supervised.
how closely are they supervised?
They're supervised.
Maybe
I
everybody
guess
except
that's the
Nori. We
difference.
all was left in the house, and the parents gave you that speech. Don't answer this door for no motherfucking body. That was our babysitter.
And it depends. Like,
Don't answer my phone. Don't answer my door.
it depends.
Yeah.
My shit, my right hand had kids young. He had twins at 19. So they was in the trap.
Yeah.
They it's so crazy how, man, they so good. Like they college and you know what I mean, and uh just doing great, man.
Yeah.
About to be a lawyer and a doctor, and they're twin girls, man. And
Nice.
and we be saying we be telling them like, cause they don't know.
Yeah, they don't remember.
Yeah, they was babies, so they don't know what they was in. And yeah, my man Day, they be like, man, y'all was in the middle of some for real, something ferocious. For real, man. 24-hour crack spot, man. Babies. You know what I mean? 2 newborns for at least 3 years. You know what I mean? We buying Pampers and we kids.
Yeah.
We 18, 19 raising these babies, you know what I mean? And
Yeah.
Yeah, so I don't. I guess it's just the supervision, bro. It's still. I get what you're saying, but you're not leaving them outside in public unattended. You know what I mean? We ain't do that. They was always supervised. We keep going up to some more. We missed some even before that one.
Mm-hmm.
Not really. I was throwing them up.
That was it.
Yeah.
Got about 5 more minutes, y'all. What y'all want to talk about?
We had a good one. What's I don't even know
Hey,
how
I'm
to
messing
list
with the president of Burkina Faso, Africa.
it. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I like him. I like him a lot.
What did he do?
Everything independent. They got their own electric cars. They got their own food. He did all this in 3 years. He don't
Yeah.
outsource nothing. Actually, some people they offered him some billions of dollars. I think it was like Middle Eastern, some Arabs had offered him like billions of dollars to do something or whatever, and he turned it down. Like, no, I'm good.
Yeah.
Yeah, he only like 33, 34 years old too, but he keeping everything in house, man. Burkina Faso, look that joint up. He
Yeah,
doing his
apparently
thing.
he just got in office in September 2022 after an uprising that he led against the lieutenant there. He just started. It's been 3 years, but they like him.
Yeah, I'm rocking with him. He don't want nothing from
Mm-hmm.
nobody. Leave us alone. We good. We got our own. Yep. Doing some big things out there.
Right.
Um,
We hit everything that I wanted to talk about.
Hey, BJ, reach out
Yeah.
to Red for me.
huh?
Omar, he's
Reach out to Red for me. Tell him I need him to contact me.
Okay.
It's sooner than later, cause that's good. I might be down in Atlanta either the end of this week or the beginning of whenever they set up the services for my kid's grandmama.
I thought I sent you his. I sent you his number. He said it was cool to send you his number.
Huh?
I just sent you his number. He said it was cool to send you his number.
Hey,
I thought I sent it to you already.
but I'll be to see you when I get there. I'm coming to see my boy.
Yeah, get beat up on the chessboard, you and Marco.
Because your uncle seemed to some site that won't let me get in every time I
Oh
go
yeah, I
on there.
tried. I sent them the link, and I sent you the link.
Right, and every time I go on there and request them, as soon as I press the game, it says this game ended. It's a draw. It don't even get a move made.
Damn.
Marco play chess too.
Yeah.
Hey, I'm the only cat. Who the only person beat you 5 straight?
Oh shit!
I don't even remember that. I do not remember that.
I
I'm
probably
the one
did
that
give
beat
you
him five
amnesia
straight
and
before.
concussion.
Now
I don't remember. If
know I
anybody
done
beat me 5 straight, Kurt definitely beat me 5 straight. But listen, score is 100-22.
who?
I
Might be
beat
right.
Kurt. I beat you so much, you gave me your chessboard.
Oh shit!
I didn't give you my chessboard.
I beat
no.
you so much. Let that sink in for a minute, Kurt.
Mm.
I beat you so much,
Hold
you
up.
gave me your chessboard.
No.
Take this. Here, BJ, man, take this from me. I don't deserve
let me
this, man.
expose you. I had you kept it over your baby mama's house, and she go fuck you on my board.
Good God Almighty, man. What is
She
going
was so
on with
mad that
that,
I was beating
man?
your ass. You had to sit down with me because you didn't like the way I was tearing your ass up, and then it was over your baby mama house, and I said, "Well, I'm gonna leave it over here. I'll get it back later." When I got it back, it had fucked me right in the middle of the board. It's still there.
She was mad at me. She was mad at me about something.
Damn.
Oh, you couldn't get off of that board with me, and she wanted you to do something.
Nah, that shit ain't had nothing to do with that chessboard.
Cause all we did was just sat there.
Yeah.
Either we was playing handball or we were playing chess.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
We was playing flag football too. You almost died.
Damn.
Boy, see, I couldn't
Kurt out there to
breathe.
play flag football with us. We used to play hard too against the Mexicans.
Okay.
But see, I was an older cat, and them was young cats. I'm out there trying to run with them. I'll just be a blocker. I ain't, you know, I just keep a motherfucker off you. I ain't running down the field for
Yeah,
shit.
because we had line and all that. We had
Okay.
line, two or three people rushing. Yeah,
Okay.
Yeah.
yeah, we had the
And
real
see,
deal.
remember, I was just getting over that surgery too, so I was still
Waiting
recovering
on
from
it
a
to
surgery.
clear.
I started trying to run with them 20, 30 year olds, man. I ain't bust stop it.
Yeah. Yeah, it sounds like
Old
you
enough to
shouldn't
be
have
their
been doing
daddy. I'm
that.
out there
Yeah, Kurt
running
had no
like a
business out there.
motherfucker.
Kurt was playing though, but he had no business out there.
Exactly.
Good old
Now,
days,
you can
man.
get me on a handball court where I ain't got to go too far, but running up and down that field, oh hell no.
Mom said,
I
"Who
was
to face the chessboard?"
Yeah, we'll leave it at the chessboard.
Jazz, Jazz. That's when Eli was like 2 or 3.
Wow.
I was tearing your ass up, and then we had to go, and I left it at your house, and
Hey,
finally when you returned it to me, that
all right. So let me ask you this: Who got more wins, me or you?
I got more wins than you. You
Oh,
know
you
damn
playing?
well I do.
This is crazy. This is
Come on,
crazy. That's crazy.
remember who was called the Grand Master? I was the Grand Master. You was coming to learn that shit from me,
Uh oh.
I don't know what he talking about,
Uh
bro.
oh.
man. I was
Okay.
telling. Come on now,
So now
So
the
you
you
was
must be
supposed
Kurt,
pretty
to just
good
get your
then.
get back.
Kurt.
So you must be pretty
I
good. You
beat you
don't beat them
14,
five straight,
15
Kurt.
times in a row at your crib one day.
damn.
I went on
Well,
a
let me
run
ask
so
Kurt this.
crazy. That's when he gave me the board.
Kurt.
How did I give you a board that I got now?
Hey, Kurt.
I gave it
You
back
had
before you
to.
moved.
You ever beat them five straight? He ever beat you
I'm gonna
five
say
straight?
Kurt probably beat me 5 straight before, but check this out. The last time we played, I beat him about 7 straight.
No, we
Mm-hmm.
played 4 games, and you did win those 4. I give you that. But I was just back in St. Louis. I mean, just back in Atlanta. I was happy. Yeah, I was up there drinking. We was smoking. I was into the game, but it
So
was
I
a
got
lot going
asterisks on it.
on. You know, there was a lot going on.
Marco, I have more wins on you than you have on me, also.
I don't care about that
Oh, okay. At
because
least you told the truth. I don't know
yeah,
what
I don't
Kurt
care
talking
about
about.
that because I really couldn't focus in now. That was the truth. But toward the end, when I knew when I was finna get out, I started lining your ass up and I beat you five straight before we got out.
When I knew I was finna
Shit.
get out,
I started whooping your ass.
nigga saw the light at the end of that tunnel.
Boy, I was happy
But
then.
you came up with the thing because we was playing online. No, I ain't gonna mess with that because I'm busy and I can't pay no attention to it. And I was tearing your ass up.
Oh,
Nora, you
online?
had something before we get out of here? Nora?
No over there watching her stepkids.
Did you talk about the tariff thing that Trump went on talking about today? He did a whole hour on it, like
I didn't even watch the last press conference, but Rolls Royce is coming back.
35% Trump's on China, tariffs on China, 20%, 25 on Japan, 20 on the European Union, and the European Union already said they're going to retaliate and impose tariffs on America.
That's
He
always
said
gonna be
he
back and forth.
tariffs on everybody. That's
He probably.
everything.
I can see this time. This time around, we might go to war.
Global GDP is about to go
We
down.
might go to war this time around.
I told you they gonna knock his head off or they gonna put his ass in jail before it's over with.
He ain't
I
going
don't
to jail.
told you.
The best chance they had of putting him in jail was before he became president. Ain't no
Don't
president
believe
going to
that.
jail.
They do what they want to do. And if they want to put
Ain't
his ass
no
in jail,
president going to
they'll
jail.
put his ass in jail or they'll kill him.
Well, they
One or
suspended
the other.
they suspended the sentence for those 34 felonies that he's been convicted of.
Or
He can't even
they got the loophole for the loophole, and they'll bring that shit back if they want to. They break the rules and do what they want to do. He only ain't supposed to be in there. He got one of them charged up. One of them stuck.
No, he been convicted of 34 felonies.
Oh, he been convicted of
Nobody
34 of
heard
them.
about that. Ugh.
Well, shit, I don't know how he got to be president. They break the rule when they want to break the rule, don't
Marco, you missed the homegirls with the wedding organizers we had on earlier, man. You getting married again?
Nah, I don't see it. Nah, I did it for 17 years. I don't see it.
Woo.
I did it for 38. I ain't got that much more time. Got another 38 to get no chick.
No, they said better to keep them in threes.
Huh?
They said better to keep them in threes. They say keep 3 women at a time. You won't have no problem.
Or you can have one. You can interchange them. Have one for every day. Today is Monday. That's for Monica.
Well, that's 7 of them then.
Hey,
that's too many, ain't it?
Y'all got some
for different purpose. I ain't
purpose.
I got a man broke down on the side of the road. I got to get up out of here, man.
All right, we appreciate y'all for hopping on. We definitely get back to it sometime later on this week.
No, I'm gonna get that info to you tomorrow.
Yeah, I'm waiting.
All right, y'all.
BJ.
Good night.
BJ, I'll see you in about a week and a half. I'll be down there.
All right, cool.
Shout out to my man Johnny again. J&J Security Systems.
J&J Security Systems, man. All right, y'all.
Bye.
Appreciate y'all.
Y'all be safe.
Bye.